On and we are live. I think we're live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know with these live streams. Make sure that we are live. We are going out. You can hear us and you can see us okay. Pete's joining me today.
Hello.
And Chris.
Evening.
We're going to be doing a playthrough of An Age Contrived with the new expansion, which is going to Kickstarter on the 4th of February. So next Tuesday, An Age Contrived is going back to Kickstarter with the new expansion, which consists of 2 modules, Folklore and Pilgrimage. We're going to be using both of those modules tonight. So I think you can just use one of the modules if you want to. We're going to throw everything in to show you what's new. Now tonight, we're not going to be doing a full tutorial of the base game. I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview, but we're not going to teach the entire base game. There are already videos out there for how to teach the base game. I am going to be doing a full teach of what's new in the expansion, mainly because none of us have played it before. Now, I've read the rules for the expansion. We have played a practice game of the base game this afternoon, but none of us have played the game with the expansion. Chris Matthew is the designer of the game and the publisher. Thank you very much, Chris, for sponsoring this video. This is a sponsored video. He's here in the chat. So hopefully, if we get anything wrong, he'll spot it and he'll say, Paul, you're playing it wrong. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Right, so in the base game of An Age Contrived, we are basically playing the game over a series of turns. There's no rounds or phases or anything like that. We just take it in turns. Pete, do you want to decide who is the start player?
I will.
And we're trying to construct monuments. One of the things that you're trying to do in the game is constructing monuments. Green is the start player. This never changes, so it's going to go there. And you will see, in fact, if I press this button here and we zoom in, you will see that we have these. These are metal things that are poking through the game board. And what we have is we have in the middle of the table, we have the beacon, which is always used in every game. And then we have 1 random monument per player. So this is a game for up to 5 players. There is a solo mode as well. So we've got 3 monuments in play because we're a 3-player game. And over the course of the game, we are going to be constructing those monuments, which are these magnetic pieces, which very coolly clip into place around here. Once all of the monuments are completed, that indicates that the game is going to end and you play until the end of that round as such. So I will always take the last turn of the game because Pete was the start player. Then we're going to do the points. The points in this game are all scored at the end of the game. And just briefly speaking, you're going to get points based on how much you have contributed to the different monuments. The player who last completes the stage of building a monument will bind their energy to that monument. And the more energy you have bound to each monument is going to get you more points at the end of the game. We are also going to be installing pillars of civilization, so mathematics and education and things like that. That's represented by these pillars here. The more of them you've got at the end of the game gets you points. We're going to be gaining energy. We have 8 energy each in a supply over here. The more of that you've gained, well, in pairs, you get points. And also bridges. Each level 3 bridge. You have to build your bridges in order, so you can't start off with a level 3 bridge. But whenever you build your level 3 bridge, you choose which side you want to build. And that has an end game scoring condition on it. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and every energy you have here is worth a point at the end of the game as well. So that's the scoring for the base game. And to give you an idea, this afternoon's game, 60 points was the winning score. Now, Chris will tell us whether 60 points is a good winning score or not. And it might depend on the number of players in the game. I don't know. But anyway, that's a very quick overview of the game. Now, what you do when it's your turn, you have 2 options. You either perform actions or you do an advance. Now, if I just show you, I'm going to move over to my board here. Every player has one of these boards, and this is basically your transmutation device, and it has 5 actions in it at the start of the game. Everybody has the same 5 actions. You can get more actions, you can get better actions and improve them. But essentially, when you choose to take actions, you are using the energy from the bottom section of each of these pieces in order to do that action. So I could remove this energy to do that action. And then on the same turn, I could remove this energy to do that action, and so on and so forth. Now, we're going to be upgrading these. You can get extra pieces, which will have 2 slots in the bottom or even 2 slots in the top. The other thing that you can do on your turn instead of taking actions is advance. And when you advance, you take one of your pieces that's spare to the left, you slide it in to the right so everything moves along, the piece at the end falls off, and then you populate this with new energy. And that is how you get new energy into here. So that's essentially, that's the main thing that you're going to be doing in the game. You're either going to be advancing or you're going to be, what's the first thing I said? Actions, doing your actions. Now, one of the things that you can do in the game, and this is important, is not to think of an advance like a reset. So many Euro games have a mechanism where you'll be doing lots of things, and then when you've run out of things to do, you will do a reset and you'll get all of those things back. It's sort of that until you do what Pete did in the game this afternoon, which is to get these tokens. Now, these tokens are called, remind me what they're called. They're not called synergy tokens. No, they are called conduit. Conduit tokens. Now, conduit tokens are a thing which you can get from various effects in the game. And the conduit tokens will go into these slots here. And what that does, and you'll see this happening later on, well, you might see it happening if I do it, is whenever you do an advance, if you line up particular icons, you're going to get to do some cool stuff even when you advance. And the way that Pete got his board set up this afternoon is that whenever he did an advance, he was doing more stuff than I was doing whenever I got to take an action. So there's different ways you can play the game. Right, that is a very quick overview. Let me know, for those people that are watching this live, other than Chris, how many people have actually played the base game and how many people are tuning in tonight just to see what it's all about. Let me know. Right, expansion time. So first of all, we are going to cover the folklore expansion. Remember, both of these expansions are modular. The other thing that is included in this expansion, and I have to say this is a prototype. Everything you see here from the expansion is a prototype. So the base copy of the game is the physical production version, but everything you see related to the expansion tonight is prototype. So there are 2 new characters, and I am going to be playing one of those characters tonight, who is called Chronari. Yeah, there you go. What am I doing? I have returned to present day Eldrandir. I'm going to assist the Pantheon in its plan to engineer a stable and mortal civilization. None of you guys, rubbish, all me. But each of them has their own aspirations to lead the new age with their own vision and ideals. So yeah, I'm going to be playing that one tonight, the red one. Chris is playing the dragon.
Yeah.
And Pete, you're a tree.
Yeah.
He's a walking tree.
I am.
Walks around doing tree-like
Admire
things.
my leafiness.
So, 2 new characters included in the expansion. Right. The first module is the folklore module. So, in setup, what we have is we have 6 folklore cards per character. And what you do is you shuffle those cards and you get 3 of them at random, and these are your cards for the game. The other 3 cards go into the box, and you will be playing these cards over the course of the game with your artifacts. Now, if I just show you, this is a player board extension. This will go onto the side of your normal player board, and you start the game with 3 artifacts. Now, you know I mentioned this was a prototype. These are prototype pieces. These are going to be very cool miniatures, individual sculpts for each character, but you start off with 3 of your artifacts in these circles here. Now, you'll see here, whenever in the game you get to recharge your channel marker, which starts off, actually it should start off that way up in a 3-player game. It starts off inactive in a 3-player game. So whenever you get to recharge it, then instead of recharging it, what you can do is you can prime an artifact, which means moving it from there to here. They don't quite fit in the slots. Again, it's a prototype, so don't worry too much about it, but you can prime an artifact. You can only have 1 artifact primed at any time. Once you have a primed artifact, then whenever you are moving your piece during the game, wherever you end up, and you don't have to spend all of your movement points, you could choose to stop earlier if you want to, you can then drop off at no extra cost, you can drop off one of your artifacts onto the space. And then when you do that, you get to play any one of your folklore cards, and there are options on these cards. I'll quickly show you one of my cards. This is one of my cards. There are 3 options on there. So when you drop off an artifact, you get to resolve one of those 3 actions on the card. And then the card actually just goes in front of you. It stays, it's face up, it stays there. Because what will then happen, hopefully, at some point later in the game, another player will come along to the space, and they'll land there, and they'll decide they want to drop an artifact off on the same space. Now, they don't have to. They can drop an artifact off wherever. But if they drop an artifact on the same space, then they play a card, and they get to do 2 of the things, 2 different things on the card when they play the card. And then the owner of the original artifact gets to resolve 1 ability from one of their cards that they've played. So if I'd played 2 artifacts and I had 2 cards in play, I don't have to remember that that one was that one and that one was that one. I just get to do any one of these. After that, the 2 artifacts kind of merge together and they get moved into the binding zone for that particular monument. And then they're basically off the space. They're out of the game. They're over there. And I don't think they contribute to anything at the end of the game. I think they're just gone. Chris will correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's right. Move the 2 artifacts in that space to the bound energy area in that region. Right. Okay. So, rules about placing your artifact. You may not place an artifact in your own starting region. Okay? So, none of that. You've got to have left home in order to place an artifact. You also cannot have 2 artifacts in the same region. That's a no. Each player, so I can have one and you can have one, that's fine. And you can only place 1 artifact per turn. So if you have multiple ways of moving, you can only place 1 artifact per turn. Chris says all correct so far. Excellent. Now, also, if you look at this player board extension, you'll notice a little track here. And this is the symbol for victory points. And as this cube moves up, you're going to get more points at the end of the game. So how do you move the cube up? Well, that is on the card. So one of the abilities of the cards is basically move up on the folklore track. So the more times you do that, the more points you're going to get at the end of the game. Is that it? I think that's it. Now, we've got some clarifications on card abilities. So if you get stuck with any of your abilities, we can check in here, we can ask Chris, and there we go. And then the rules for solo play as well. Right. Any questions about the folklore module? All good? Right. Pilgrimage, we have another board. So we have a whole extra sideboard, which has got holes in the bottom, and we've got 8 metal clips in it ready, because we're going to be building shrines. So we've got the 8 shrines that are here, which are all stacked in a random order. We have 4 blockade tokens. In fact, I'll just show you, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the bottom part of the pilgrimage board. So we have these blockade tokens. So as you go further up the track, you're going to reach these blockades and you're going to have to get past them. Again, prototype components. I've seen what these are going to look like. They're all little nice miniatures. There you go. I've just killed Chris. So what we've got is we've got the blockade tokens. We've got the pilgrimage, which starts off here. And we have a large cube in here, which tracks how many movement points you've got. So at the moment, everybody's in the middle section. When anybody moves, they have 1 movement point. But that can be increased to 2 if they move it to here. And to get past the blockades, you have to reduce your movement. Which means once you're down to 0, you then can't move. You've got to do something to move it up again. We also have replaced 2 of the neutral bridges from the game with different neutral bridges that basically move your pilgrimage forward. So that, I believe, is 2 movement. So I think, and again, Chris will correct me if I'm wrong, this one is simply you move 2 spaces up here. I don't think that one relies on your movement. I will double check that in a minute. For a player count of fewer than 3, so down here, this is where we build shrines. Now in a 1 or a 2 player game, you cover over this space. But in a 3 player game, everything's open. Now this here works in a similar way to monuments. And in fact, any time in the game where you had the ability to deploy energy to a monument, you can deploy it to here instead. But it works differently. There are 6 spaces, and you don't have to fill all 6 spaces before a shrine is built, because otherwise we'll be here forever.
Yeah.
And the end of the game has now changed. The end of the game now happens when all of these monuments have been built and all of the shrines have been built. So everything has to happen for the game to end. So, shrine completion. I'm just checking what Chris says. The differences are... Oh, it's not said. Right, okay. So, first of all, the differences are you don't bind your energy to a shrine. So, remember, if you are the one that completes a monument, you have to bind your energy to the monument, which is good because you get points at the end of the game, but bad because you've lost the energy. With this, whenever you build a shrine, you do not bind your energy to the shrine. But multiple shrines can be completed at one time, because the way it works is at the end of your turn, if any player has 2 or more energy in here, then you resolve a shrine completion by resolving the steps below. And each player with 2 or more energy is a completing player. And each player with 1 energy is a contributing player. So same process, starting with the first opponent in clockwise order from you, each completing player and contributing player, and then lastly you, performs the steps below. So you select any shrine from here, so you can look through them, choose whichever one you want, and you construct it by placing it onto any of these. Now, I've not done this yet, so the first time we do this, it's going to be fun because we don't actually know how it's going to work, but we'll do that. So that, I think, is everybody, even a completing player, as well as a contributing player. Oh, no. Yeah, is that right? It says each completing player and each contributing player selects a shrine and places it into a frame on the board. So you don't have to have 2 energy there. Right. Then you move your pilgrimage forward on the pilgrim board a number of spaces up to your speed, plus the number of energy that you have on the board.
Okay.
Then a contributing player may activate or exhaust their energy. So in the same way that when you resolve a monument, you activate the energy. Same thing here. If you choose not to, the energy stays there. So you have a choice. You can actually leave the energy there if you want to, or you can activate it, or you can exhaust it. The completing player, so everybody with 2 or more energy, must activate or exhaust. Okay, so basically, it seems to be, and Chris, if you can confirm this, it is exactly the same whether you've got 1 or 2 energy. You still get to build a shrine. The difference is, if you have 2 energy, you must take it off the board. If you've got 1 energy, you can keep it on the board. I think that's it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if there are 1 or more additional monument sections completed, note which player will... right, okay. Shrine completion, yeah. Okay. Confirm that is all correct. Excellent, right. So, shrine completions are considered a type of monument section completion and are performed at the same time. Just as the player whose turn it is decides in which order to resolve monument completions, that player also decides where to place a shrine completion into that order. So you could say, okay, we're doing a monument and a shrine. I'll do the monument first, then a shrine. It can happen that multiple shrine completions are triggered on the same turn, usually by the compass energy. So you know the compass, it allows you to move it. It could then trigger another one. Okay, now, what I'm not sure about, and I'm hoping we're going to get to this soon, but these shrines have got something printed on them. There is an ability printed on them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess when you visit the shrine, you get to do that thing. I'm going to guess, but we'll see. So pilgrimage movement. It works in a similar way to moving your character, except you can only move forward, and you may choose in which direction to move when you encounter a forking path. Your pilgrimage may not move onto a shrine space that does not have a connected shrine. Each shrine counts as a space, and it stops there, and it forfeits any remaining pilgrimage movement that you have generated. When your pilgrimage moves to a shrine, you immediately gain its depicted benefit. So do you move into the shrine? It says the shrine counts as a space.
There's in and out arrows for them, isn't
In and out arrows. Right. So it is a
space
space.
Yeah.
Okay. Except for the starting space and the shrine spaces, each space of the pilgrim board can accommodate only 1 pilgrimage at any time. If you would move onto a space occupied by another player, you must skip over that space instead, but it doesn't count as movement. Okay. Right. Now, it says here, in order to gain a scoring card, so there are scoring cards included in the game, and we shuffle them and we put them there, and it says in order to gain a scoring card from a shrine, I think one of these shrines might have a scoring card on them. 2 of them. 2 of them have a scoring card on them. You have to reduce your movement by 1 in order to take a scoring card. Don't quite know what the scoring cards do, but find that out later on. So, tiers. We've got these blockades. The first player to cross there must reduce their movement by 1, but they take this token. It's worth 2 points at the end of the game. Okay. So the more of these you've cleared, that costs 1 movement, not 1 movement. You have to reduce your movement by 1 there, and that is 2. So you have to be going, you have to have a speed of 2 in order to do that. if you cannot reduce your speed, you must stop at the blockade token and you can't move any further. When you move to tier 4, and I'll just show you this on this view, you get to place your marker on one of these spaces and it's worth points at the end of the game. So that's a whopping 25 points if you're the first to finish the pilgrimage. I'm going to guess points are going to be more with the expansion because there's more things to do. We'll see. Right. Now, monument patron tokens. These are in the base game, but they have changed the rules for these in the expansion. And I would recommend, even if you have the base game and you don't have the expansion, that you change the rules of these games as such. So what these monument patron tokens do, they are rewarded to the first player to have bound 2 energy to that monument. Each of us can only have 1 of these tokens. There are 4 of them available, but we can only have 1 each. The way that these monument patron tokens work, and again, these are in the base game, but whenever you're doing an advance, at the end of your advance turn, if you have 1 of those tokens, you can do an immediate construction of the top piece of any one of the monuments, even though it hasn't had all of the energy on it. That was the original rule. The new rule is you can still do that, but you have to expend all of your bottom energy to do that. Which means on your next turn, you are very likely taking an advance action because you don't have any energy. There is a small twist where you can do that, construct something, use a magnet energy, bring it back, and then you can do an action on the next turn, but it's quite rare. So yes, that is a rules change that they have introduced into the game. Right. Game end. Oh yes, final scoring. You get points based on how far you've advanced. So it's 4 if you get to here, or 9 if you get to here, or 15 if you get to here, or whatever the points is if you get to there. So you don't get any VP for energy left on the pilgrim board at the end of the game. That's not worth anything. So the last thing to mention, I think, is scoring cards. So the scoring cards modify how you score for a certain category at the end of the game. So each one of them, in fact, I'll just show you a few of them now. So that one is the scoring card that gives you points based on the pairs that you've removed from here, which is scored there.
Yeah.
So if you have this card, it means that particular category is worth more for you. So essentially, it's all of the different categories of the game. If you get the scoring cards, it just means they're worth a bit more.
Yeah.
That's the pilgrimage module. Any questions about that? I think, to be honest, we're going to have to learn that as we go because I'm not sure about how that's all going to hang together. But we'll see. We'll see when we get to it. So we're going to start. Pete is the first player.
Okay.
What you going to do?
I'm going to exhaust this energy, which means I put it here. I take this.
You're going to deploy.
And much as I'd have liked to have gone straight into the pilgrimage track, I'm going to put it here and be boring and stick with.
Is that just because it's near you and you've got little arms?
Well, there is. I wasn't going to make a point out of that. But, less effort. But yeah, I think I want to get into building bridges if I can.
Right. Yeah. One of the recommendations when you first get the game is the game comes with these quick start things, which is a good way to get started. And when you build bridges on the board, each bridge that you build is going to unlock a special ability. So the earlier in the game that you can build the bridges, the more of your own character's special abilities, because they are asymmetric. And these are monument benefit tokens. And we've chosen a few at random and we've dealt them out. And in fact, they're not at random. I think they're fixed. I think they're fixed based on the number of players in the game. And each of the monuments has one. If you contribute to building that monument, you can optionally take that benefit. And that benefit is building a bridge. Now, when you do actions, you can do as many actions as you want to. So are there any other actions that you want to do? You could, if you wanted to, buy one of these.
I could indeed. That's an interesting idea. Or I could upgrade my...
That's not redeploy.
Oh no, that's movement.
Reposition. It's move things around.
Yeah.
So you could move that, even though you've just placed it there.
It's the only one I've got. So no, I think I will actually. Let's do it. Let's spend this.
Yep. And you're going to buy 1 or 2 tiles, but you've only got 1 energy here, so that's the only one
So
you
I'm
can
a little
buy.
bit limited, so I think I'll choose that one.
Good choice.
Thank you. You're going to
replace.
not that one.
You could.
Yeah, I'll replace this one, I think.
Okay.
And it's gone.
That's that. Now, whenever any player gets
are there any more of those
buy them,
help cards?
if you want.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, whenever any player buys any new transmutation tiles from here, every other player gets to add an energy into here if they want to. And I'm going to put. Do you want it?
I am as well. Which one?
When you first play the game, you've got these 4 different types of energy, and you're like, it doesn't matter, whatever. Once you've played the game, you start to think, oh, I know what these energy types do now, and it does give you a bit more choice. Right, Chris.
Think I'm gonna do something horrible.
I mean, you could have done that action as well and recharged your thing, which could have been to prime an artifact, if you wanted to.
Oh, I could have been
Yeah.
prime art. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Interesting. Yeah, I think I will. That's okay. So
Yeah, that's
I think
fine.
I will do.
So expend that energy to do that action. Action number 1, which is one of the options of action 1, is to basically recharge your channel marker. But instead of doing that, Pete is going to prime an artifact.
On my artifact.
It is primed.
It is.
Primed and ready to go.
Right. Well, I'm gonna do something very similar and use that energy to place this rose there. Because again, I think a bridge would be good.
What am I doing there?
And do I want that boot? Oh, they're quite a lot of scoring one, aren't they? So I think I'll leave that one. But I'm going to spend this one to recharge my
Your channel marker.
channel marker as well.
All done?
Yes.
That's interesting. You've left me with the opportunity that if I decide to deploy there, I will finish that monument. It means I'll get the super special bonus. I mean, sure. I've got to do it, haven't I? You've left it open for me. I wasn't going to. I was going to do something different. But so I'm going to use that energy to deploy. Now, what is it? Can't. That's a shame. It's a compass. Yeah, it's a compass on there, and that action will only allow me to deploy one of those 2, and they are not compasses. Okay, so I can't finish that, which means one of you 2 might finish that. What I'm going to do instead? I mean, I could advance. I could just do a sneaky advance, which would allow me to get that to there quite quickly, but I don't know if that helps. No, I don't think it is. Right. Plan B. What have I got? I've got a rose. Yeah, okay. We'll go with plan B. So I am going to spend this one to deploy this one. And I'm going to deploy it here. I'm going to start building this big Viking boat. So that's that done. I could have gone here. This is the new thing, isn't it? Maybe I should try the new thing. Let's try the new thing. I'm going to put it there. Right. Okay, I've done that. Then I am going to use this to prime this artifact instead of recharging, and that's it. I'm not gonna use that. So that's my go done.
I'm going to advance. I put that there. Slidey slide. That goes there, and then I'll put energy into these 3, and that's my go.
Yeah. And yeah, Pete can be doing that while Chris gets on with his turn.
So I'm just going to take. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take this energy out of here to purchase a tile So I could take either of these two.
Either of these three.
Either
That
of those
costs
three, yes.
So do you want that one, or that one?
So let me take more stuff out to. I think I'll take this one.
Okay, so that costs you 2 energy.
Yeah.
And then me and Pete get to put 1 energy in there. I will put some magnet energy in there. All done?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. So I was thinking of advancing, but now that I've got 3 of these, I'm thinking maybe I buy. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm just going to advance. So I'm going to advance once. So that's going to slide down. And then Pete, you can have your go because I'm just going to populate it with energy. And I'm going to put those 2 in. Okay. Strategy tip from Chris. So nobody else read this. If you have 2 or more energy in the pool, it can be sometimes worthwhile to take the... Yes, oh no, I did that this afternoon.
I thought about doing that, but I had the wrong energy to complete the...
So what Chris is saying is...
I didn't think about what I put in there in the first place.
Action number 2, as well as buying the tiles, there is an alternative action to action number 2, which is to reposition up to 2 of your energy pieces from the board. And you can reposition it from here out to a monument or even an achievement as well. So one thing you can do is with this one action is you can actually put both of these onto a monument, and therefore you can sort of speed rush it. So yeah, what I could have done is I could have used that action to reposition this to here, and that would have completed it. Yeah, I should have thought about that. But anyway, Pete, are you going to complete it, or are you going to do something else?
I'm going to advance again.
Okay.
Single advance.
Yeah.
Push that one through, and that's my go.
You've got lots of energy though.
Yeah, I have at the moment. How long that'll last?
Well, I'm going to advance as well, but I've got my token that I can't remember.
So you could do a double advance.
Yes. So I'm going to flip this.
It's a channel marker.
Channel marker. That's the one.
I believe a channel marker or a channel token. Let's check, see what they called it. Where is it? Channel marker.
Channel marker. So I'm going to flip my channel marker, and then I'm going to advance.
Do a double advance. So when you do a double advance, you slide the first one in, but you don't take the one that fell off back yet. So you basically slide both of the ones that you've got, and then after you've done both of them, then you take the ones that went off the end. And if you ever slide off a tile that had energy in it, you lose that energy. You're all done though?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
just going to fill my energy up, but you can go. Obviously.
So I could now finish that. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to. I'm going to use this action to deploy this onto here. So the last player to complete it must bind one of their energy, and I must indicate which energy I'm binding by putting it vertical. Now, I'll tell you this as a rule because this might catch you out when you're playing the game. If I was already in there, if I'd already contributed to that monument, then at the point I place the last energy, I can decide which of those energies I'm going to be the one that binds it. And it doesn't have to be the last one that I place. It could be a different one. I'm then going to use this energy. Oh, hello. I could do some shiny stuff as well.
Oh, yes.
I could, or I could flip that over, which will allow me to do a double. Oh, there's options now. There really is. I think I'm going to build a shrine. So I'm going to do that to move this to here. So at the end of my turn, I'm going to get to build a shrine, nobody else is. But then I'm going to activate these. Oh. Wow. Right? And then I'm going to use that energy to activate my channel marker. Okay, so I've done all of my actions. I can't do anything else. But now at the end of my turn, a shrine is being built. and a monument is being built, and I choose the order in which we'll do. Let's do the monuments because we understand that first. So we're all in there, but starting with the player to my left, Pete, you get to do the thing first. So just as a reminder, you get to do, first of all, you either gain the energy that's depicted on the monument
And that's
tile,
both of them.
yeah, or you get the benefit. So you either build a bridge or you gain the 2 energy.
Bridge.
And you're building a bridge there. Okay? Then you get to activate the actual energy itself. The energy activates. Now that's a compass rose. Or I would call it a compass, not a compass rose, because a rose is a different type of energy. It's a compass, and a compass can be moved. Where can it be moved to?
To the tile pool.
Yeah.
An available space on the monument section. Available space on the pilgrim
It
board.
can go here.
Or an achievement for which you qualify.
I should have done that first.
Yeah, because I think what I'm going to do is put it over there, please.
Okay. That's my bad play. Learning. Okay. Chris, gaining the energy, or do you want to build a bridge?
I'm going to build a bridge as well. And I'm going to...
And you can build a bridge either on an empty space, over one of your own bridges, or over one of the neutral bridges, but you cannot build it over somebody else's bridge. And then are you going to activate? So that is the road,
Yes.
which is 2 movement points, or one up the monument track, or one up the pillars track.
I'm going to move, I think. So I'll go 1,
Spaces.
2
Yeah.
to there.
Okay. And that exhausts that energy.
Yeah.
Now I get the same thing. I get the same choice. I either take the energy or a bridge. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take the energy. So I get a magnet energy and a rose energy. But then I don't get a choice to activate this. I have to bind it. So that goes on there. But I do get to build. And these are magnetic. So this is piece number 1. There you go. And if you haven't seen this game before, it has magnetic pieces, which is what the metal frames were. And basically, you can't really see it on that camera, but I will very quickly just show you another view. Bear with me a minute. There we go. So what I've done is it clips on, and the magnet is in a specific place on here so that it will go on the right place on there. Now then, you two have just unlocked your special abilities, your level 1 special abilities. So do you want to just go through what they do?
Yeah, my level 1 special ability means that each time I use my symbol, my special counter energy on the bottom, I can activate any of the top one. I can choose any of the 5 actions.
Yeah.
Well, 4 actions really, because the other
one is to choose one of the first 4. Yeah.
So I can choose any of them. When I use a tree, I can do any of them, so I'm not stuck with the one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Mine is whenever I load my special tile into number 2, I get to refresh my...
That's good.
Specifically number 2.
Yes, specifically.
And how do you load it into number 2?
It's
So
when
you must have done a
put it-
double advance.
Or is it when you slide it along?
The iconography is when you're taking it and placing it, so I assume it's when it's just when you specifically load it, but...
When you load one of your wild energies into position 2 of your device, you may recharge your channel marker. Yeah, so the only time you get to load energy into position 2 is when you've done a double advance.
Yeah.
I think that's right. I'll wait for Chris to
Or
confirm that. Or if you've got some other ability. Oh, magnet.
It
Magnets.
actually changed into my second ability, because once that one comes off, from what I remember from earlier,
put it anywhere.
is I can put it into the one that's moved from position 1 as well. So
Yeah, and there is a slight tweak to that ability when you're playing with the expansion. It doesn't work at all.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. It's once per turn.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
they've limited that ability to once per turn.
Yeah.
With the expansion. Right. So we did that. Now we get to do this. So because we've never done this before, I am just gonna.
Are we going to give you the whale?
Okay, I can have the whale. Yeah. So we're using this whale marker to remember whose turn it is. This doesn't come with the game. Whose turn it is when you're building monuments, and the reason for that is when you end up building multiple monuments and shrines, lots of different people are getting lots of different bonuses. So it can be useful to just remember whose actual turn it is, so that you know who's going to go next. So, shrine completion. At the end of any turn, at the end of your turn, if any player has 2 or more energy present, then you resolve a shrine completion. So if I only had 1 there wouldn't be a shrine completion. Because there's 2 there is a shrine completion. Pete, you are a contributing player, and I am a completing player. So you select any shrine from here, and you get to build it. And you can place it into any available frame on the board. So pick one of those, pop it on. And none of us have seen these before, so this is all new. Although I'm assuming the iconography is similar to what we've had before.
I'm going to choose this one.
Where do you want to put it?
And
we don't know how these are built, but there we go.
Like that.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it here. Ooh. The reasons which I do have, and which I will explain if you want me to.
No, it's fine. There you go. Has it gone on? It's gone on. I mean, this is a prototype. These might not be as magnetic as they need to be. It looks like the sides are still opening up. Maybe it goes the other way, and maybe those hold it in. No. So facing.
Do they go? Because what ship does is
facing that
the little
way,
ones then tuck in.
They
Like,
keep the edges in.
Right.
There you go. We're good.
It needs a nautical person to get these things done.
Right, then move your pilgrimage forward on the pilgrim board a number of spaces up to your speed plus the number of energy you have on the pilgrim board. You have 1 speed, 1 energy, so you move 2 spaces.
Okay.
Then, if you were a contributing player, you may leave the energy here, or you can activate it, or you can exhaust it. And this is a compass, so it can move somewhere else. Or you could leave it here.
No, I'm going to put it somewhere else. I'm going to put it here.
You're going to put it over there? Okay, right. And then I select any shrine on the board. Okay, well, I'm just going to take the top one because I don't want to think too much. And I can build it anywhere I want. So those go there, is that right?
Yeah.
That's it?
That way as well.
Is that supposed to go on the inside?
Is it
Oh, yeah, that is there you go. Right, okay, we've done that. Then I move, so I get 4 movement. No, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, but I skip that space, so I go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. If you put it there, you
if
could
I'd
have
have put
actually
the
gone on
shrine in
it
there,
and
I
activated
could have
it
actually gone on it.
and placed your.
Let's do that. Let's change my mind where I'm putting that shrine. If I put that shrine there, I'm just going to show you this on the big screen. So I've decided to build the shrine here, which meant when I move, I go 1, skill P,
Steady on.
1, 2, and then I can go along this path. So do you actually put it there?
You must do.
I guess you do, because you can't put it inside the shrine.
Yeah.
I guess you put it there.
Stand on top of it.
Yeah. Okay. And then, do I get to then activate it? If you would move on to it. Oh, yeah, you have to end your movement. That was it. You don't get any other movement. But I basically get to do that thing. So I get to build a bridge.
Can you also place your artifact?
No, artifacts are only on this board.
Okay.
Yeah, can't put artifacts over here, I believe. So what am I doing? Building a bridge. Now, everybody's bridges are 2-sided, and you can choose which side you use whenever you build it. And okay, I'm going to put it up that side because I don't know what that does. I'll have a look at that. But I think that's it. Except I now must activate area exhaust each of these.
Yep.
So this one is a magnet. And when you activate magnet energy, you can either just exhaust it or you can slot it into any of the spaces on here. Well, I'll put it there. Because then when I do an advance, it goes there and I can do any of the actions. I think. Yeah, let's do that. And this one is a rose. So a rose gets me 2 movement points. Or 1 up on that track or 1 up on that track. Yeah, so I'm going to have 2 movement points. I would love to drop an artifact off, but you can't drop artifacts off in your own region.
It's two spaces.
Sorry, it's two there, 2 there, or 2 there.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Oh, maybe I do that then. No. Let's do 2 movement. So 1, 2. I'm facing that way. Essentially, the way that movement works in this game, it's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a game like this. But on each of the bases is a little arrow, and that arrow is pointing towards where they've come from, not where they're going to. And the reason for that is you can't backtrack. So you've moved your figure, and there's a little arrow at the back, and then that arrow means that you can't go back that way. So it means if you arrive at a junction, you don't have to decide which way you're going to go next turn until you actually move again. Chris is saying you may want to move your magnet energy 1 position to the left so that it doesn't slide off your board when you advance. It's fine. I was going to do a single advance, but you're right. I have a thing. So Chris is looking out for me. I was only planning on doing a single advance, but I do have loads of energy and a flipped over token. So thank you. That's quite a big turn. And then I have the whale, which means you'll go.
Yes. I'm going to use my wild energy
So that you can now do any of your actions.
to do any of my actions, which is going to be this one.
So that's deploy one of those 2.
And the one I'm going to deploy is this one, which is going to go here. And then I'm going to use that one to go there,
Yeah.
and then using this one
Mm-hmm.
to place this one
Yeah.
here.
He's spreading himself around, isn't he?
Mm.
I mean, it does say to do that in the strategy tips.
And
You can still do action number 2 if you wanted to.
could still do action number 2. And that includes
You could either buy
moving
this
stuff
tile
around.
or you could reposition your energy. And right now, you could reposition any of your energy because none of those monuments have been
If I
completed.
buy that tile, I'm going to be killing one of these 2, aren't I?
You can actually kill any of them. You can replace
Yeah.
any of the tiles on your board.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, we just didn't do it that way.
I did.
Oh, well.
So did you?
I
Okay.
did.
Well, come on then. Let's do
You're
it.
buying this one.
Let's do it. Get in there.
So you spend that energy,
Kill that tile.
and me and Chris, we get another energy in here.
Oh, tell me this was in the boot tile. Oh.
I'm gonna put.
Just look at all those red ones.
I know. Look at that. They're worth a point each. That's my plan. I'm gonna put all of my energy in there and score 9 points at the end of the game. Right. I need to look at what that does while you're taking your turn because
Right, well.
I've built this bridge and I don't know what it does.
This one.
Yeah.
I think I can help you with that because I did one the same.
That has changed what I was going to do. So,
Is at the end of the current turn, after all monument section completions are resolved, load any one of your 5 active transmuter tiles with energy from your exhausted pool. What? Fill an entire tile? Oh no, load any one of your 5 active tiles with energy from the pool. You do not need to fill all available slots, but you can. So I can literally fill up a tile. That's really good. So that's at the end of the current turn. Okay. Chris actually does not get to place an energy into the tile pool because he didn't have one there already. Oh, that's a rule we didn't realise this afternoon. Thank you, Chris.
Changed my taking all of the stuff out earlier.
Would you have left one in earlier?
Probably,
Do you want to just leave it in there? Oh no, because you spent it.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's where
yeah.
I can't, but okay.
Ah, we didn't realise that. Thank you very much for that.
Well,
So think
Not
of it
for
as a
me,
piggy
but-
bank that's earning interest. Right. Apologies for teaching the game incorrectly this afternoon.
okay. Well, that changes again what I was
Suddenly
going
need
to
to
do.
get one in there.
You do.
But can't do anything about that now.
But you could. You could do an action.
Well, I could, but it's not what I was going to move that one, but now I can't. So, but I'm going to do what I was going to do anyway. So, we'll exhaust that one, and then that means I can move one of
You can
the
deploy that one or
So I'm going to
that, yeah.
deploy this one over here,
Yep.
like that.
Again, you've set it up that I could finish it, but I'm not in a position to finish it.
Well, what I was going to do was then do that and move that
And move
onto
that to
there
there.
and finish it, but
Yeah.
I cannot. So I think I will just. I can move over there though, can't I? No, because I'd have to reposition, so I can't. None of those actions will let me do that. So I'll just leave it like that for now then.
Right. I am going to do an advance, and I'm going to flip my token over to do 2 advances. So effectively, those are coming off. Those are going along. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. You can take your go, Pete, while I load things up.
Okay, I'm advancing. It doesn't matter which because they're both the same. And I'm loading. That
I'm
goes in
going to
there.
do the same.
And that
So
goes
gets
in
round
there.
to Paul pretty quickly again.
We're all advancing.
Yeah.
Okay, right, yes. Well, I'm now taking actions. Now, this has reached the end, which means I can do any of the actions. Do I want to be the one to finish that monument? I mean, I could. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to use that one to do this action. And this action is going to deploy the rose to here. So that's going to get bound. That has been completed. Then I am going to do so I could do that, and I could deploy 2 of these, and I could finish that monument as well. And go for double monument finishing. I mean, that's quite strong, isn't it? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to exhaust that one to reposition, and I'm going to reposition 2 things. I'm going to reposition that one and that one. And I am going to lock in.
You get to deploy your wild energy in position 2 as well. Chris has just said.
Oh, hang on. Did we play it wrong this afternoon then? Because so earlier on today, when I was saying deploying, I thought it was just one. And you said, oh, is it not both of them? And I said, no, it's not. Chris is saying that it is. So I definitely taught you wrong this afternoon.
I would have won.
You would have, absolutely. Yes, sorry, select one tile and deploy all energy. So apologies for that.
Oh.
That's very different. So the ones with 2 in the top are very powerful. Okay, so this I might put. Oh, is that a bit weak? Putting a wild one over here. I mean, I could put it in here. Got loads in here. Let's put it over here. So that's that one. Then I'm going to reposition, and I'm going to reposition these 2 over here, and this is the one that I'm going to bind. No, that's the one I'm. That's the one I'm going to bind. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to bind. Okay, and then I've got this. If I want to do that to flip that back over, which I will, I'm going to use this to reactivate my channel marker. Okay, so I've done all of my actions. We now have 2 monuments being constructed. And I'm going to activate, because you've got a compass there, so I'm going to say this one is first. So Pete, do you want energy or do you want an advanced action?
I'll have the energy, I think. I'll have one of those and one of those.
Okay, and then you get to activate the rose. So do you want 2 movement points, 2 monument track points, or 2 pillar track points?
I think I'll have 2 pillar track points.
Right, and then me, I'm also going to have energy. So I'm going to have that one and that one. And then I'm going to activate this. And I'm going to have 2 movement. So I go 1, 2. So that's going to happen at the end of my turn. And then I bind that to here. And I get to build this. Okay. Then we're doing this one. No. Then I'm deploying the artifact. So because I'm moved, I'm going to place this. So it's primed. It goes there. And I get to play one of these cards. And I get one of the abilities that's printed on it. Oh, hello. That seems very good. It says bind 1 energy from your exhausted pool to economics. So I literally just get a free... Where's economics? Here. So I could just grab that.
Which one's engineering?
Engineering. There should be a little icon next to it.
Okay.
But they are all in here. Can you tell from the little icon? Engineering. It is
That one?
that one.
Well, with a little wheel and pliers.
So I could do that. Or I could do that. Or there's a lot of nice effects on here. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna rediscover my youth. And it says bind 1 energy from your exhausted pool to economics.
Isn't that what you do every day at work?
Yes. So I'm going to bind one of these to economics, and it's going to be this one. Now, while we're here and we're talking about these pillars of civilization, we're using a slight variant today. Now, Chris has approved this variant, and this variant might actually make it into the game. I don't know. But the rules are you have these 6 pillars of civilization. And in a 2 or 3 player game, you're supposed to cover over the second space in each area. In a 4 player game, you uncover them. And that means that there are only 6 of them available in total for a 2 and 3 player game. And I suggested to Chris that in a 3 player game, you actually uncover the second space in the regions where there isn't a monument. And Chris has agreed that, so that is not in the rulebook, but that is a variant that we're playing with today. It means that now you have 6 of them in a 2 player game, 8 of them in a 3 player game, and 12 in a 4 player game. So it just means there's a little bit more available for a 3 player game. So that's why, if you know the game and you're thinking, why have they got both of the spaces empty? That's why. Anyway, I've deployed an artifact. The disadvantage of me deploying it here is there's less chance, I think, of you two getting to it. Unless Pete ends up with 1 million movement points again, like in the last game, and runs
Turn the board 3 times.
like it's like a 500-meter race or something. Okay, so now we're doing this. So first of all, Pete, would you like 2 energy or 4 movement points?
4 movements, please.
There
1,
you go.
2, 3, 4. Oops.
So you've landed on that bridge, which the ability is you get to build another bridge.
And I'm going to put this one here. And this one allows me to...
That's what gets you the conduit tokens,
Conduit tokens.
which is what you used this afternoon for great effect. Right, now you get to activate this. Now this is magnet energy, so you can move it straight into one of your...
Any one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll do that, and I'll think about that.
And then
for a
Chris,
second.
do you want 2 energy or 4 movement points?
I want 2 energy because I want another one of my
So
wild
it's
ones.
a
which is why
compass
I went there
and one of your wild
in the
energies.
first place.
And then this is a compass energy, so you get to activate this by moving it over here or into here, or even to an achievement.
Don't really want an achievement just yet. That one's no good. So
Or onto another monument.
let's put it here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I am going to take the energy as well. So it's one of those and one of those. And I get to bind that into here. Let's build this. That's piece number 1 going. There we go. Right, so we've done all of the stuff. And then at the end of my turn, I get to do this. So it's choose one of my tiles and completely fill it with energy from here.
Nice.
which seems really good.
Mm.
So let's put that on there, and let's put that on there, and let's put that on there. Okay, think we've done that right. Chris is saying by unlocking 2 pairs of energies. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Whenever you unlock a pair, you're supposed to have recharged that, but
Yeah.
I've kind of wasted that because I've already recharged it. Oh, but I could have primed an artifact. Ah,
Yeah.
So, apologies, but I did forget that. When you've unlocked a pair of energy, you get to recharge your thing. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that and that
Okay.
for the 2 that I missed.
Mm.
Nobody else has missed one yet, but we'll remember that when we get it. I did forget that. Okay, big turn.
Okay, I'm going to use this energy to place these 2.
Which you can do with these newfangled rules.
So yeah. And let's.
And you can deploy them to a monument, to the pool, to the pilgrimage, or to an achievement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As we now know how the bank works.
Absolutely, and that's my go.
Just that action?
Let's choose. Interesting. I could
Flip a token, you could increase your speed,
flip a token.
your channel marker.
Yes, because I've got this. I can do any.
Oh,
of
you
these
could
things.
actually do any of the actions.
So what I'm going to choose to do with this is I'm going to do this one
Mm-hmm.
and activate this energy.
Deploy
Deploy this energy. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it over in the
in the pilgrimage.
area,
Yeah.
please.
So no construction here because there needs to be one player. At least one player needs to have 2 pieces. Right. All done?
Yeah.
Chris. Come and visit my nice, lovely artifact. It's great. Oh, and my special ability.
Can't move.
I'll let you know what my special ability does now that I've unlocked it. It is when one of my wild energy is activated, I take it and any one energy from my pool and load it into one of my tiles. So that's pretty nice. It's a better version of a magnet. It's a magnet that brings a friend with it.
I'm going to take the magnet out of here. I'm going to deploy that compass over here
Yeah.
because I feel I need to do some pilgrimaging. And then I'm going to take this one out of here. Or am I?
Or are you?
Yeah, I am, but it's working out what I'm going to do with this one. Let's go to here.
You're leaving one space for me again.
Yeah. And then I could do that and either buy. Well, I've got nothing there, and there's no point moving anything around because I've just put them all there. Although, no, that's not going to do anything. Yeah, I'm done.
You all done?
Yes.
I think I'm going to do a double advance. It's interesting because I've not bought any of these upgrade tiles yet. Doing okay, but these tiles are quite weak. So that's me done. I'm just going to load stuff up.
I'm going to do a single advance. That's me done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do the same thing because I can't do unless... Do I just move that to trigger that?
I can't put another artifact in here.
Or I could move that to trigger that. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to take this out of here, exhaust it, and then I'm going to do a movement, which I could move 2 tiles, but I'm only going to move one. Reposition, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to reposition that one down into the pilgrimage track.
Okay. Just a question for Chris. When you've got your pilgrimage on a shrine, does that mean that that shrine is blocked and nobody else can land on it? Because I think it's counted as a space. and it did say that spaces.
Can you move beyond it the same way you do with the bridge? Or do you have
I think
to
you
actually
can,
round
but
off?
I think you might as well go
But,
round
no,
it.
but do you activate it though if you move through it and then over?
No, I
it?
think you have to
stop
land on
on
it,
it,
and you
so
have
can
to.
you,
It's not like bridges where you get the benefit
Right.
and can
So
carry
it
on.
could be blocked.
You have to actually stop on it. And play.
Okay.
So, are you all done with all of your actions?
Yep.
At
Yeah.
the end of your turn,
Yeah.
this happens.
Yes.
But 3 shrines are going to get built. So 1 from me, and then 1 from Pete. So I'm going to activate that shrine. I'm going to build that shrine. Chris has said the shrine is not blocked. A shrine can hold multiple pilgrimages. Thank you. Okay. Good.
That helped
to
me
know.
a little bit. Well, might not have been cheeky.
That may be in the rule book and I may have missed it.
I'm not going to get to any of them
But
anyway.
just remind me with these doubling, where can these be put?
So doublers,
Yeah.
we haven't touched on doublers yet, but this is a new thing for the expansion. Doublers can only be placed on this board. They can't be placed on here. They can be placed on bound energy, which is next to a monument. And for all intents and purposes, it counts as if you've got 2. So that's for the purposes of picking up the patron token, end of game scoring, achievements, everything. If you ever move the energy away, you lose the token.
Is it only on these?
Or it can be placed
On
on one of
pillars.
these.
Okay.
And again, it counts for all purposes as a second one. So
Yeah.
you know the difficulty of getting to 6,
Yeah.
because that means you have to be everywhere. Well,
Okay.
not anymore, because if you have a double a token on one of these, it counts as 2.
Okay. You place yours
I'm
first.
going to place that one.
I'm going to make my choice when you two have both placed yours.
These shrines are really cool. I like these.
Right. So,
And then, do I get to move now? Let's just check this. So I select a shrine from the supply. Yeah, I move. So I'm going to be moving 3. So I'm going to have to shuffle along because I can't quite see. It's there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. So I've reached the blockade. And then I may activate or exhaust my energy, but I don't need to. So I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there. So Pete, you've built the shrine.
Yeah.
You now get to move 2.
But
So you go 1. Do you want to go to this shrine? Build your 3rd and final bridge?
Yes, I think I do.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to put it.
Whose go is it?
Here.
I did the shrine.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay, so Pete's built his 3rd and final bridge. He's unlocked all of his super special abilities. And then Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, and then did you want to activate this or leave it there? It is a compass.
A compass by any other name is still a compass.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to. If I can't put. Oh, activating it means that I get to place it.
Somewhere where you can place it.
I can place it on the pilgrim board,
Which is the same as leaving it there. Yes, you could.
or I could put it in the tile. No, I think I'll leave it there.
You're going to leave it
Yeah.
there. So, Chris, you've built your shrine. You now get 3 movement points.
Yeah.
1, 2,
There you
3.
go.
And now
Nice
you
easy.
must activate
Yeah.
both of those.
Okay.
But are we
so-
saying that compass could be moved straight back there?
Well,
I'm
that's
not
what-
sure.
Well, that's
guess
what the
if you're
compass.
picking it up.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's what
sure.
that's what it says.
Chris will confirm that.
When it's activated,
Did
yes.
Pete remove a neutral bridge or another player's?
Neutral.
Where's the neutral one gone?
Here.
Oh, you threw it away. Oh no, that's another player's.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, good spotted. Good spotted.
That
He's
was
not
all
allowed to do
use
that.
as well.
He didn't notice.
2
so-
people in the chat noticed
He
it.
didn't know. He didn't notice, so it doesn't count.
But you're thinking of 80s board games where you were allowed to cheat, and it said in the rules that if another player didn't spot it, you could get away with it.
It's not cheap, Pete. You sat on a load of cards.
So Chris is saying a compass cannot be placed back on the pilgrim board. No,
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
think
right,
so, because
okay,
otherwise
right.
it's
Well, it's Marx is going in there
seems odd.
anyway.
So normally a compass from a monument can, but a compass coming from the pilgrim board can't go back to the pilgrim board.
Came from
Then
dodgy compass,
can
and it
go
takes you straight back to where
there.
you started.
Yeah, it's not working.
actually, or can it? Do I want it to go there? I'm not sure I do. Oh, I could put it there though. Let's go there. Then I can options.
So we've all done our things, and that's the end of your go.
Yes.
Right, my go. Well, this is all quite exciting. Got lots of stuff now. And that is potentially a double deployment, and that is my wild token. And I mean, I could finish another monument. I could get this token. I need to start looking at my end game scoring tiles already, which is a bit crazy, but that's how it is. So I want to get this on the board. That's not going to happen. That could move me 2 spaces. I need to get out of this region so that I can deploy another artifact. So we're looking at potentially this, which is potentially that. Yes. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So I am spending this one, and I'm going to deploy these 2 from here. One of them is going to go there. And this one, this is wild, so this can go over on any of them. And it's going to go... Oh, I've just noticed. It's going to go here. Right. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to exhaust this one to reposition these 2 into there. Now,
I want to stand up.
yeah, well, that one, but this one, which of those do I want to bind? Because there are advantages to me binding my wild energy because of this bridge. But actually, no. I am going to bind that one. Okay, I've also got this action. If I want to, or do I want to leave it? So... I'm going to leave that one. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one. Right, so, end of my turn. 2 monuments being completed. A compass kind of... Oh, no, yeah, seen that. Yeah, we're going to complete this one first. Okay. So, Pete, do you want a rose energy or 4 movement points?
I think I'll have 4 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have the double boot, please.
So Pete's got his first conduit token, which slots into the top of his player board. And now you're going to see stuff happening when Pete advances. And then you can activate the rose. So do you want 2 movement points, 2 monument points, or 2 pillar points?
2 pillar points, please.
Okay.
And I've just moved, so do I get to...
I don't believe so. Again, Chris will confirm this, but I think
Sequential.
once it's reached the top, when you move from now on,
Next time.
But
Okay.
the movement that you just had from this happens before you activate this.
Okay.
So I think that's right. I don't think Pete can do the pillar thing right now.
And that goes...
That's exhausted.
Exhausted.
Yeah. So this one, there's no point in me getting the rose energy because I've got all of that. So I get the 4 movement points, which is good because that means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to drop that off before I forget. Oh, no. Hang on.
Can I drop that off on the bridge?
I don't think you can drop it off on a bridge. I think an artifact has to be on a non-bridge
I'll
space.
drop it off previously.
I think if you drop it off, you stop your movement.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not doing that.
Let's just go back and check artifacts. A non-bridge space. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris has said Pete can indeed bind his energy from the pillar track immediately when he reaches the 4th. Okay, you can.
Okay, in which case that is going to go...
So that's going to go on a pillar in a region where your figure is, or you have a bridge. Yeah, so that can go there. Right, so meanwhile, so I'm doing this. I've done the 4 movements and I've crossed this bridge. So what's this? it's take this one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
take
remember
this
that.
one for free,
Yes.
and you two get an energy.
Oh,
Yep. Not going to argue with that.
no.
I'm doing a mark. I've got a free tile. So burn the
I
old
don't know
one.
which energy I'm going to put that. Well, I've got lots of that. Some all the
And
compasses
then I've
there.
landed here, so I'm going to deploy another artifact here, which is in a different region, so that's
Change
fine.
what I want to do next.
And I get to play another card. So I am going to play Skyward Surge, and I am going to increase my folklore by 1, and I get to recharge my channel marker. Or I could have moved that to the right, which I've already done, or I could have primed another artifact. Do I want to prime another artifact instead? Yeah, let's prime another artifact. So I primed my 3rd artifact. Awesome. Right. Then I activate the energy. So this is magnet energy, which basically goes somewhere down here. So I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it here, because then it'll move to there, and then I can... Yeah, okay. Right. And then this gets bound into here, which means I get this,
And you get to build the thing.
and I get to build the thing.
Hey.
There you go. So I've now got one of these patron tokens. So the way that these work is at the end of a turn when I advance, I can choose to exhaust all of my bottom row energy to essentially build the topmost section of a monument, even if there's nothing on there. And if there is something on there, everybody gets a bonus as normal, but nobody gets to bind the energy into it because somebody else comes along and completes it. Each player can only have one of these. I'm just going to put it there. No, I'll put it here. So that's that monument done. Now we do this monument. I need the whale to remind everybody that it's my turn. So Pete, you get to either take 1 compass energy or build a bridge.
I think I'll take the compass
So
energy.
you've got all your bridges, haven't you? So
And this goes here, doesn't it? It's exhausted.
that is exhausted. Not yet, not yet. So you get that. That's exhausted.
Yeah.
And then you get to activate that, which is a compass. So you can move it somewhere.
Anywhere.
Monument, pool, achievement, or pilgrim board.
Let's put it here. Oh, a pilgrim board.
Now, this is interesting. Rules question. If Pete puts it on the pilgrim board, is that going to trigger now? Because we're already in my end of turn step. I think it does, because the rules for the monuments are the same.
Yeah.
If you finish one
Yeah.
monument and a
You can
compass moves
change
to
them.
another one, it then triggers that one. So I think it does. I think it will trigger.
And they're both, if I placed it there and it triggered, I would then, at the end of that,
Move them again.
they would be moving again. So I've got to do that, really, haven't I?
Yeah, it says
So
that will trigger now. So that
Yes.
goes over there.
let's do that.
Okay. And then I get the bonus, so I can either build a bridge or have my compass. Well, I'm going to take my compass,
He's going,
which means I get that. So I'm going to flip that over.
he's on an energy charge.
I am. And then this is activated. So this is my special one. So when I activate my special energy, I take it and a token from here, and I put them into here.
Wow. Very good. That's very powerful.
It's awesome. So
Put them at the top.
I'm going to put them in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
Okay. And then this gets bound to here.
So you get another one of those.
I get one. Well, you can only have one.
Yeah, but you take it so
I
nobody else can
don't
have
think I take it.
You're
I
not-
think I leave it because I can't take another
Yeah.
one.
Well, you're not using it anyway, are you?
No.
So
But you're Mr. Monuments. You're the
I
Monument
am.
King.
I mean, you guys started it, and I just sneaked in and just.
Yeah, you just kind of creep in at night and put the last brick on the top and say you finished it.
I'm the Banksy. And now we have a shrine. So first of all, it's not me because I'm the active player.
Oh, so it's me.
So even though you're the one that caused it to happen,
Okay.
it's my turn.
So it's shrine time.
So it's shrine time. So you get a shrine first, and then I get a shrine.
Okay, shrine time. Let's. Let's do this one because
Each player, yeah.
looks like
Starting with the first opponent from you. Yeah.
Okay.
You get 3 movement points.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I'm going to jump to here, and it's going to cost me a movement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do that.
Okay. So you go
1,
1, 2, cross
3.
through the threshold. You land there. You lose this.
Ah,
So your base movement is now 0.
okay.
But you have removed the blockade.
Which gets me.
You're going to get 2 points at the
I'm
end of the
winning.
game.
I'm winning. Official.
Now that blockade has gone, so everybody else can now pile through without any worries whatsoever. And now you get to activate both of these, and these
Okay.
are both compasses. Now, theoretically, these could go to another monument, which would then trigger that other monument. Wow. And don't forget about achievements, because they're starting to become...
I don't think I can access any of them yet. But
What's that? That's 3 or more energy in one region, isn't it?
yeah, I don't think I've got that. Have I?
He's only got 1 out.
Okay.
You're the one who's got all the
I've got all
energy
the
out.
energy
Paul.
everywhere.
Yeah, you could do that one. Could you?
Well, I don't-
'Cause that one's in there. It would be this one. You'd
Yeah,
have to
That
do.
got
region
3.
is there. No,
Oh, yeah.
that
So
pillar
you're
is there.
almost there. You're
Almost
almost there,
there.
but not quite.
Achievements. Have at least 1 bound energy. No, have at least 3 bound energy in one region. And the top one is at least 1 bound energy of the 3 different types anywhere on the board. So I've unlocked this one.
Ah,
This one is available to me because I have 3 different types of
the
bound
rest of
energy.
us are lagging behind a bit.
Right, and then
I'm
meanwhile,
very lagging behind.
I've built my shrine.
Yep.
And now I get to move 3. Oh. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go jump over you. Oh, but if I land on there, I have to stop my movement.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that. What's that? That's get any energy. I could get that one. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I can't. No. No, I'm just going to rush. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Because I could have taken this energy. It would have been my last one. I would have got that, but that would have been useless for me.
Okay.
I could have gone here, but I didn't want to waste the extra movement. And I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to activate it. I'm just going to leave it.
Okay.
Wow. Epic turn.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is
Are we advancing?
advance.
Okay.
Now,
Now.
this is where it starts to get fun.
Yeah, because what happens is Pete has advanced and he's now got a conduit token with boots on, and he's lined it up with a transmutation tile that also has boots on, which means after he's filled this with energy, he gets 3 movement points. So this is what I was saying, that if you can line up these conduit tokens correctly, even when you advance, you're getting to do other stuff. So 3 movement points.
1, 2, 3, and because I've moved into a new territory, at the end of my turn, with my special ability, I can rearrange these.
Yeah, this is what Pete's special ability is.
So
You can be doing that while Chris takes
Yeah,
his
well, I
turn.
think that's. I'm just going to put it there. I think.
I mean, you could, but you've got boots here, here, and here, so you're going to get it loads.
Yeah.
Fully booted.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to take this out of here, which will let me do
Any
any
action.
one of the 4 actions, and I'm going to take 2 movement
Oh, I can place an
points.
artifact as well if I want. So I can I put that in the space I'm in? Is that
Yes,
how it goes?
yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you. And you get to play a card.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Play a card and do
yeah,
one of the things on the card.
Yes.
Have you discovering your youth, or is it more tree-related things?
No, I've just realised that I shouldn't have put that there because the card that I was looking at. Remember, I asked you about it.
You did.
Bind 1 energy from your exhausted pool to
To engineering.
and I would have put it in there.
Oh well, just do a different ability instead.
That's movement. That's
If it's got that little mask symbol and an arrow up, it means this,
oh
which is essentially end of game points.
oh. Okay, I'll just do that.
It's the nice easy one.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And that just goes there.
Yeah,
doesn't
just
it?
goes there.
Okay.
Right, Chris.
Right, so I'm going to spend this to do any one of the 4 actions, and I'm going to use this one to get 2 movement points.
Mhm.
So I'll go
One onto
one
the
to
bridge.
and then one to there.
You get to build a bridge.
Yes, so I'm going to
Build
build.
a second bridge. Don't forget, you can build it either side up.
I think we'll go with this side. What do I want to? I'll go backwards. So I kind of want to do it, but actually,
The only
yeah.
time you can ever go backwards in
Let's
this
put it
game
there.
is if you're moving along a path and you reach a space where there's no bridge.
Yeah, and
You
then
turn round and
Okay.
then go back the other way.
that's one of the base ones, isn't it? Before I take it out and get told off by the chat.
It's a neutral one.
Yeah, neutral.
But it
one.
is one from the expansion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sorry, I should have said neutral.
It's a neutral bridge.
It's one that I can replace this on my own. Okay, that's that. And now the second ability that I have that I've unlocked is when I do a advance, I can fill in the one that came from the first space as
Right.
well as the ones that I've placed.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do, I think.
Okay, so what's happened here? Where's that gone? I thought there was something in there. I needed that. Oh. Plan's falling apart. Yeah, I needed something in there to do those two. Okay. I probably want to get something back in here before you two start buying this stuff. And the problem is, if I'm not buying these tiles, I'm not able to get these achievements, because these bottom 3 achievements, which are always fixed in every game, you need to have bought these tiles because they've got the icons on them that you need. So I want to deploy, but I don't have any of these. Could reposition. I can't really reposition anything. I think I'm advancing. Or do I do 2 movement points? Ah. Oh. Yes. I'm just going to, very simple. I'm just going to take that off. I'm going to get 2 movement points. I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to land on that bridge, and that is simply 2 of these with no bonus for however many I'm on. So, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go 1. So I have to reduce my cube. So I've broken through this barrier. And then I'm going to land 2 on that shrine. So that shrine
very
gets me an advanced action. So there are 8 different advanced actions available. In a 3-player game, there's only 1 of each. If you're playing with 4 or 5 players, there's 2 of each. And basically, I take 1 of those and I slot it in here. But that's it. I'm not going to place this artifact because it's a bridge space. So if you want to take your turn while I'm
okay.
thinking of this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna replace tile number 1.
I'm going to take.
Go. Okay.
This action as one of these to place these 2. And one's going to go in there. It's going to go in. There.
Gonna start to build the boat.
And I think that's my go.
No more actions.
Unless I choose to do this one.
Mhm.
Well, I can't do that. So I can't really do anything else with it, can I? I could
Charge.
Yeah, which is
or
increase your movement,
oh.
prime an artifact, or flip over your channel marker.
I will use it to improve my movement, please. Take it back up to 1.
Back up to 1.
Having just lost it down to 0, which
Yeah.
is not a very viable situation. Okay, that's me done.
Right. I'm going to have to do a advance because I can't do anything else.
I'm doing the same.
So
You do an advance. I'm doing an advance, and I'm just doing single advance.
I'm going to do a single advance.
Yeah, there we go.
All of us advancing together.
because I'm going to prime
Yeah,
that.
go
That
back
means I
for.
get to do that because I'm a special ability for here.
However,
What am I going to put in these?
I'm special,
Of
better
course.
than everybody else, because when I advance,
You get
I
3
get
movement
to do
points
that.
because of that. Yeah.
so I'm going to go 1, which gives me 2 pillar advancements. 1, 2 there. 2, 3, and I end up there.
So
And having moved into a new,
region, you
Region.
can shuffle your things
I
around.
can now move that to there. I
Okay.
don't really need to because I've got a few
You've got
more.
them everywhere.
I've got a few more boots following along, but let's just do it for fun.
So you reset.
So does
You did an advance. I
You
did an
did.
advance. Pete did an advance
So-
and moved.
Yeah.
And triggered all of his stuff. And then it's back to Chris.
Okay, right. See if I can actually do something, feel something useful this time. So I'm going to take this out of here, and that will let me deploy one of these two. So I'm going to take this one and put it here.
So that's a wild.
Yes.
So are you going to bind that one or the other one?
I think I will bind the other one at this point because
Yep.
it'll probably be good. Although that means then I could move. Does that?
What's
my
your special ability?
What is my special ability? Where is it in here? Oh, when this energy is placed into a monument section or the pilgrim board, it may be placed in any interface. Here we did that, but the energy has no inert. When you place your tier 1 bridge, unique ability will be unlocked for this energy. Oh, so is that then I can?
Oh, it's not a special one like
No,
ours.
it's not
Ours
'cause I
gives
can-
it an activation
because I
ability.
can do it with something when I deploy it. Can't
Yeah.
I? Yeah, that's it. So, is moving the compass going to be useful? Possibly. I feel I need to get moving on that as well. I'm going to do a reposition with that. Let's bind the compass.
You're going to bind the compass.
Let's bind the compass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other actions that you want to take?
Yes, I'm going to take this out of here and exhaust it to reposition.
What you're going to reposition?
I was going to reposition one of these
Yes,
two.
you now can't reposition this.
Yeah.
Because this is now a
Yeah, yeah.
completed monument.
And I think 'cause I need to get going there a bit. Do I want to move them both? Yeah, let's just move those two into there.
Into there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing that.
Oh,
Any other actions?
no,
Okay. Which one do you want to resolve first?
that one.
That one. So starting with me, so I get to build the last shrine.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, because we know where it's going. So that's going to go there. But I get 2 movement points.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at what's going on here. So we're going to come out of the shrine, and we're going to end up there.
That's straightforward.
Yeah, that's me done. I then activate this or leave it there.
A minute, whose turn is it? Who's got the whale?
It's my turn.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
So
So I don't have a shrine.
you don't have a
build.
shrine to build,
No,
but you do get 3 movement points.
which I'm only going to use one of because I think I'm just
So
going to
you're
go
gonna go
there
here?
to put my last bridge out.
Okay, and then you must activate both of these.
Yeah. I'm going to take this off because I feel Peach is going to get loads of pillar movement otherwise
Yeah.
by running around the board. Right, so I mean, someone could just complete it, but yeah, let's put that there. And I'm going to put that one back in here.
Okay.
Okay.
And now we have that monument. So Pete, you first. You can have an energy, or you can have an advanced action tile.
Now this is interesting because of my special ability. If I take an energy, because of my special ability, I put it beside my board, and at the end of the turn, I think it's at the end of the turn, I then place it here. So I get it.
3-man second ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each time you take an energy, gain it, take it aside. At the end of each turn, you may load one of the gained energy into any empty slot of one of your 5 active transmutation tiles. Exhaust any remaining energy. So if you were to gain multiple,
yeah,
you can only slot
so
one.
I'm going to have this one.
Yeah, so you just pop it to your side of your board for
Put it
now.
there, and then at the end of the
The
turn,
turn.
I then put it here.
Yeah. Okay, and so that's gaining the energy. Then you get to activate the magnet.
Okay, activating the magnet.
It can go straight into here if you want it to.
Yeah, I will put it straight into here. I will put it here.
Right. And then Chris, energy or advanced action?
Do I want an advanced action? Yeah, what does that replace? 3. Yeah, I'm going to take this one, I think.
And then you activate your special energy. But for you, that doesn't do anything.
No.
So you just get it back. And then you
okay.
bind your energy to this, and you get to construct that piece.
So that's 2. Done.
Anything else happening at the end of your turn?
Don't think so.
Pete's energy. So you get to put your wild energy into there. And that's it.
Yep.
Right, my go. So hopefully this is going to be awesome. Hopefully. So I'm going to spend this one. And I'm going to deploy these 2 and that symbol. And I'm going to use that symbol to move that to there. So I'm deploying these 2. Now then. This is the wild one. So it's going here. Because it can.
So, are you Whaleman?
I am Whaleman.
Take the whale straight
Put
off
it into
me.
my friends. So this one
Whale.
is going. Well,
Pilgrim Trail.
this is a compass. This can't go here, here, or here. It could go down here, but I'm going to put it here.
Good call.
Right. So that's that action done. Oh, do I want to do it? Because that. I had big plans this turn. I was going to do loads of actions, but actually the deploying is only another one of them, which is another one of those in here. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to use that to deploy that. Okay, and then at the end of my turn, we're going to construct this. So, Pete, would you like magnet energy or 4 movement points?
I think I'll have 4 movement points, please. 1. That's an end of game scoring, so that's
So
a level 3.
it's a level
It
3
counts
bridge.
as anything.
You can activate any bridge on the board when you land on a level 3 bridge.
Ooh.
Even one that somebody's on.
Ooh. Ah. Wow. That's going up here.
No,
isn't it?
that's just it's just 2 on the
Oh,
check.
okay.
It's still good.
Still pretty good, isn't it? It's still good. I'm going to use this one.
And get another conduit token.
Can I have the double pillars, please?
He's at it. He's doing it again. Okay. So you've done your 4 movement points.
Yep.
You now get to activate the compass.
Which means put it on somewhere.
Move it somewhere else.
It's not a lot of compasses about currently.
Not a lot of compasses about.
Well, apart
except
from
You can go down here.
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that.
Chris, 4 movement points or a magnet energy.
I'm going to take the 4 movement points
Okay.
and go 1. So is that round to there for
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
So 2,
3.
3,
Activating any bridge.
yeah, and then we'll just go there for 4.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to activate the same bridge because I feel I need to keep moving
2
along
movement.
here. So 1, 2.
And then this is a compass.
Yeah.
Where is it going?
It can go down here, I think.
Okay. And then me, I can't get a magnet energy, so I'm going to have 4 movement. And I'm going to go. I mean, where am I trying to go now? I don't know. I'll go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to place my last artifact. Because you have to stop, is that right?
Where are these sorts of artifacts?
Yes.
get to play my last card. Temporal Elixirs. Now, we've not used the doubler tokens yet. So I'm going to use one.
I mean, you've got enough tiles on the board.
Just so we see how it works. I am going to take a doubler token, and I'm actually going to place it. Yeah, this is actually really interesting because of. I'm going to get a third one in there, and 3 in a monument is 12 points.
Wow.
You are as well.
I don't think I'm going to get a third one in here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to double that compass.
Yeah.
So one of the benefits of temporal elixirs is that I can place a thing. Now what I need to do is you guys to come and place artifacts next to my artifacts, because then I get all sorts of bonuses again. If you could, that would be great.
just
Why
keep
would
giving
we
you
do
stuff.
that?
Thank you. So you get 2 effects when you
Oh, right.
when you put an artifact next to somebody else's. You get 2 effects of your card. 2 different effects.
So next to is on the same space.
On the same space.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bind that to there, and that is going to get locked into there.
Right.
Right. Anything else happening at the end of my turn? No.
Finished.
Yeah. Is it advancing again?
Advance.
Just the once?
Yeah. And
3 movement points.
A little bit of that, I think. And 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. And I think that's going to be it then, isn't it?
Okay.
I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to do it twice.
Double advance.
Yes.
Now, don't you get something when you do a double advance?
No,
What
I
was
get.
that?
If I put that, this out, I get something.
Okay.
But I can. So when I do in advance, I can fill the one that moves. But then that's pointless doing a double.
Yeah. Whenever you load one of your wild energy into position 2,
Yeah.
you recharge your channel
Yeah.
marker. So by doing a double advance, you will be placing something into the one in
Expansion question.
but once per turn.
But does that mean I can use that? Does it have to do that, or can I use it to do the other stuff that you can do? With
I'm gonna guess
it's about that now.
I'm gonna guess it's the other stuff. Chris will probably answer before I
Yeah.
find it. But it says here, when you load one of your wild energy into position 2, you may recharge your channel marker, limit of once per turn. Okay, now it does say
That's
recharge your
what-
channel marker, but it's the same icon.
Yeah.
So I think it is one of the 3 things.
Okay. So I guess we'll put that there, and then I can use it for different stuff. What's going out?
Chris can use the ability to prime an artifact. Yes, you can. So
I'm
you
gonna-
can use it for one of the 3
I'm
options.
going to prime an artifact then. I feel like I need to be doing something with them. And then I put something else into there. Let's go with the rose. I've got lots of them. Right. I think that's me done. That one technically came out of 1, didn't it? So I can technically put 1 in there as well because it moved from there.
Oh, because of your...
Because of my
Second
second
special
special
ability.
ability, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. Sorted.
So, all done? Nothing
Yes.
happening at the end of your turn?
Don't think so.
Okay. So, I want to do this action, but I can't because that's there. So, am I just doing an advance? Oh, that's the wrong one. I think I am. I think. I mean, my only other option is to do that action and build this. That seems quite weak. Unless I wanted to do this and end up at the top. No, I'm fine. I'm doing an advance. I'm just doing a single advance. And that moves to there. And I'm going to put... Oh. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to load it up. Okay. Pete.
Right, well, I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I'm going to activate that, and although it's wild, I'm actually going to do this with
Do
it.
the thing where it is,
do
yeah.
the thing where it is, And I'm going to take this one.
So you can
That's
spend
cost of
2
2.
energy to buy that tile.
Yep.
For the same reason that you probably want it. Well, and you synergied more with boots too, but
Okay, and both of us get to put an energy in here if we want to.
yes, but which one is the question? It's over there. Let's go. Oh, no, there's a compass in there already. Let's do a rose. Why not?
How were you doing your pillars this afternoon? You were doing it through these tiles,
Yeah.
weren't you? Yeah, which you're about to start doing again.
Don't know what makes you think that for a minute. Okay.
Oh, except you don't
Oh,
have
we
any
doesn't have
pillar
a pillar
one. No,
thing
did
yet.
you buy the right
but-
one?
I bought the monument, but
Okay,
there is method to
there's
my
method. Okay,
All right.
yeah, you've now got this. That achievement is open to you.
So if I take this and do this action with, or no, if I take this
Yeah,
and do
and
this
that
action with it,
Yeah,
then I can place
you
this.
can deploy the rose.
And just remind me how these work.
So what you do is this one is simple. This is
Yeah.
just 5 points. This one is at the end of the game. You will get 2 points for each of your bound energy that matches the tile that you've placed there.
So
So if you put the rose there,
I've got
you're
one.
currently getting 2 points.
Okay.
But the more roses you have on the board, basically, if you're going to get 3, you want to put it there. If you're not going to get 3, you want to put it there.
Okay.
Like you've got 3 magnets,
So
out,
that's
so
how
if you put one in those spaces.
So
You
that's
get
how that
more than
works. So if
five.
I put
the
that-
magnets.
One
if I
there,
put
one
that
there,
there-
and one there.
Oh, why don't I put that on a magnet?
Well, just move it across to there.
That's what I meant to do. Thank you.
So if I
Actually,
put
said
that there,
anything now.
and then I can use this one as
As
That.
that,
to take that.
let's take that
and
one and put it
here.
there. Yep. Now, which one of those do you want to bind?
Well, I might as well bind the rose just in case I decide at some stage to come
Mhm.
back and do that. So,
So that's going to get completed and literally completed. That's that monument finished.
I need a whale.
It is your turn.
Whale me up. Whale me out. So that's my turn done, I think. That's
Yep.
all I'm doing. So we just have to
So this
resolve
is
that.
finished. It's all about you. So do you want 1 energy of your choice or 4 movement points? Bearing in mind that 1 energy is going to unlock a pair, which is going to get you points at the end of the game, and it's going to give you the bonus now.
Yeah. Can't really argue with that, can I? Let's have that.
Yeah. So you get to recharge your thingy, or
Yeah.
you prime an artifact, or you move that over.
I think I'll have. Oh, that's actually no. That's.
Oh,
I think I will prime an artifact.
Yep.
No. I'll move my.
Not
No,
that.
movement.
This.
Movement, please. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I wanted.
And then the magnet activates.
Which means
It goes into
goes
any one of your
somewhere in
slots.
there, somewhere in time.
The rose placed in the achievement would score 2 points for itself. It's
Oh,
including
right.
itself.
okay.
Thank you. I missed that.
That makes
That's huge.
that seems more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to come back to that.
Yeah.
Um.
And now that gets bound to here.
Yeah.
And that, I'll let you finish it off. And what I'm going to do, this isn't in the rules, but I'm actually going to remove this. Oh no, best not. If you're playing the base game, you could now remove this. But I have a special ability that I can deconstruct monuments.
Wow. Get in there with your wrecking ball.
Burn them down. Which actually takes a piece and puts it back on there.
Okay.
Which means it
Right.
could be constructed again.
Wow.
That's only level 3, and I'm probably not going to do that. But I basically swap one. I knock one down and build another one up somewhere else, or something crazy.
Okay. I
Right.
think that's my go done.
Okay, 1 monument is completed. We haven't even started on the boat. Well, you've started on the boat. You've got your chisel out. That's it.
Right. So. I'm just trying to work out what's going to be the best way of trying to do some stuff. So I'm going to take this out of here
Mm-hmm.
and deploy
Both
these
of
two.
those. Yep.
Is it just going to be horribly inefficient just to complete that? because I only then get to do one thing, don't I? But
It's done, but it would get
it
you
would get me
second
that,
energy in
which
here.
I might feel is kind of going to be. So we'll put those two in there for just now.
Yep.
Okay, so I need another magnet. So we could do that, because then I
Yeah.
could take two out actually.
two,
'cause
you've
of my
upgraded it.
upgraded tiles. I think we'll do that.
Wow. So you're deploying 2.
Yeah. So we'll put this in here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bind the magnet, and then take this out of here. And technically, that can be
It can go anywhere.
anything, can't it?
It is
so
wild.
let's put it
Okay. So
down
that's
here
a
then.
shrine movement.
right.
So
When I gained that energy, did I put it here and then place it on my board
you
at
should.
the end of
Yes.
my turn?
Yeah.
Do I also? That's not really going to do anything at this point. I'm also actually going to take this out of here.
You're going to reposition.
No,
gonna buy?
I'm going to buy.
Which one?
I think I'll take the. It is getting more bottom and top actions though. Yeah, I'll take the one that's worth 1, please.
That's the one I was about to buy.
Which one do I want to spend? Let's spend the rose. 'Cause I can, let's reposition
Okay,
some
the tier
compasses.
3 ones have now come out. These are seeded. Tier 3 ones are pretty awesome, but very expensive.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I can do board action wise. So,
Okay.
do I want to complete this or that first? Now is then the question.
Oh yeah. Just
You are the whale. So if you were to
Gonna move
complete this
compasses, what
first,
happens?
there's a compass here and there's a compass here. Those compasses can't go
Yeah,
anywhere
so it's not
except
really
here.
anything useful.
Or achievements.
Yeah, I would say there's achievements.
They can go to achievements.
And this is 3 different on the board,
On the board,
isn't it? So
yeah.
I have 2, so maybe I'll do that. Oh, but then that counts as 1, doesn't it? So that's technically 3 already. No,
I
because that's a
believe-
compass.
Believe so.
Do I bind? Okay. Can't do that. But
No. No. So this is anywhere on the board.
yeah.
That, according to this, is bound energy.
Okay.
And I
Right.
don't think these are bound, or maybe they are. Maybe they are bound energy. Just a place an energy into the space. Yeah, no, you bind the energy. This
Yeah,
is bound
okay,
energy as
right.
well.
Cool.
So yeah, it is.
I've already got a compass bound, so that's not particularly useful right now. But I'll think about that. Right. Okay. Let's just do the pilgrimage one first. It's probably going to be.
Okay, so starting
Easiest.
with me, I move 3. I get 3 movement.
Yeah.
So we are going to go 1, 2,
Wow.
smash through this barrier,
Look at all those points.
and then do we want an advanced action? I mean, I've upgraded the important one. So it's interesting the way the board is. If I go there, I can't go to here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go there because I'm then planning on
Because of
going here.
reasons.
Reasons. Yeah. So that's my movement done. And do I want to leave this here? Sure. I'm going to leave it there. Pete, You get 3 movement.
easy
Okay.
movement.
Where do you want to go?
What does this do?
Take any one energy.
Anyone? Oh, that's good. 1, 2.
But you have to stop there.
Okay, and I'll take.
You've got to stop and pray.
I'll have a rose.
Yep, and then you get to do that. So you can prime an artifact or you can replenish your tower
actually.
marker. Okay. And then you activate the rose, or you can leave it there.
And this.
Sorry,
comes,
not the rose, the
This comes
compass.
here, and I'll be putting it on my board next turn.
Yeah.
Because of my ability. I could leave it there.
Yeah.
Or I could put it here.
Yeah.
Or I could put it here.
Yep.
No, I'm going to put it here.
And then Chris, you get 3 movement points.
So I'll go 1, 2. It's not worth moving back 1 really to get a.
Well, it's a scoring card.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, so
Why
you
not?
move 1 space back.
Yeah.
So we've not done this yet, but I think you just shuffle them and take one at random.
Top, middle, or bottom? Let's go top.
Oh no, you look through.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you look through.
Right. Oh, well,
Yeah,
no need to
that's
shop.
even better. So
Well,
basically, because otherwise I was thinking it's a bit random. Choose the one in which you're going to do the best in.
So I guess I've got two.
Do you want to maybe show the rest of us what they look like? So.
Can do.
I guess
It's for every one of the
Yeah,
scoring.
so basically you've got one.
opportunities.
Oh yes, remember when you said
Yeah.
at the beginning,
Yeah,
they
that's
just improve scoring, don't they?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's going to be good for you on something.
Yeah, it's just deciding what I'm actually have done well at. What did I put out for my third? Which side did I use?
For your bridge.
My third bridge.
Where is your third
I
bridge?
can't
As Pete burnt it down.
decide to see. So that's 2.
2 points.
Oh man, that's in a totally bad position for me.
Yeah,
There's no point taking that one.
because you can't bind any energy to here because there's no
No.
monument.
That was stupid.
But because of the new rule, oh no, you can't have the same in both.
No.
Yeah.
So I think just taking the monuments one's probably going to be good because it'll stop you potentially taking it as well.
So it means your scoring for this is better.
I'm guessing that's what that one is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Since I've told you, I'm
And
gonna
then
leave it face
you
up.
must activate both of those.
So this one comes back because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And is there anywhere that's going to be? I think the only place I can put a compass is down there or on.
Or an achievement.
Let's just take this one. I feel I might
Okay.
hopefully do okay with it.
So that is going to get you 2 points at the end of the game for every compass on the board,
Oh, they're equal ones, but then
which at the moment is 4 points.
Yeah.
So you might get another compass on the board.
yeah.
Okay, so that's done,
Let's see.
and we now finish that monument, which is all you.
Yeah.
So you can have a compass energy, or you can take an advanced action.
I'm gonna. Advanced action would be quite good, but
Compass energy does unlock.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. 'Cause then I can move my movement back up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take that.
Okay, and you're going to move the book.
Yes.
Okay, and then you get to activate the magnet, activate the rose, and then you bind the other magnet to the monument
So the magnet can go
on any of your tiles.
there, because then it means I can actually do.
So the rose is 2 movement points, 2 up on the monument track, 2 up on the pillar track. None of us have done that.
I might
You've
as
done
well
a bit
do
of it.
2 movement because I can then land there, and
Yeah,
although if I stay, I can put an art. If I stay on the board, I can put an artifact out.
you could move here and
Actually,
put
I
an
can do
artifact
2.
here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Come on.
Show the people what it does.
So next to my artifact, you put your artifact. So you get to do. You play a card,
Yeah.
and you get 2 different effects of that card,
Wow, that's very good.
and I get to do
Yes.
1 effect of one of my cards.
Where's philosophy? Has anyone used it yet? It's the one that's got the thinker on. I found it earlier and now I can't.
Where is philosophy?
There. So no one's
There.
used that now. That's right.
It is there.
Okay, well, we're going to use this one then.
Chris is saying, I'm not sure that Chris qualifies for the achievement that he claimed.
Oh, okay, right.
So
Sorry.
you've got to have 3 different types of bound energy on the board.
Oh, that's because I should have done this first.
Good point.
Oh, well,
Is there
let's
another one
go.
that you've achieved?
no.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just move it down here then.
Put it down here. Well
Yeah.
spotted, Chris.
Sorry.
So I get one of these. I tell you what, I could lose 3 points to take a scoring card, but let's just have a look at these scoring cards, because is it worth more than 3 points? That's the question.
So I would have got it now. Should have done that in totally the other order. Oh, well.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right, I am gonna lose a section on there to take that one. Go.
Way to a space in any region of which I don't have 2 bound energy in a region yet. So we're going to have to do this one, which is move 1 up on that as my second.
Okay.
It's the only thing I can do. Okay.
So you did 2 different actions on
Yeah.
your card. You want to just pop it
Just put
here?
it there,
Yeah. And I did 1, and then the artifacts go in here. Now I don't believe that they do anything.
Right.
I don't think they're for end of game scoring or anything like that. I think they're just effectively they're removed from the game.
Yeah.
Chris will tell me if I'm wrong.
Do you fancy destroying some of this so I can build it back and then actually get some end game scoring points for my? Right. So
So you've done the rows. That was the two
that was the
movement
two
points.
movement points. That goes back.
And then you bind the
place.
magnet into here,
Yeah.
which gets you
So
that. And that monument is almost completed.
So what happens when you get to the top of the monument, right?
You get to place
So
the piece in a monument that you are adjacent to. Same as with the pillars.
Ah, okay.
You just put it in a monument rather than on one of the pillars.
Okay.
All done?
Yeah, think so.
We did that. We did that.
Yeah.
Right, my go. So I think I had a plan. Yes. I'm going to use this to gain that bonus to move that back up to there. Because I'm going to need that to cross through the final barrier. And I'm going to deploy a rose. Now, I want magnets on the board, and there's a magnet over there. But I don't have any magnets because I put the wrong things in, Gromit. So we're going to put this here, he says. Yeah, we're going to put that there. That's that done. Then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to buy... Oh, look at that. No, I'm going to buy this for 2 energy, and I'm going to spend these 2. And that's going to replace this one. And you 2 get to put 1 in here, because you've got something in there.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Okay, right. And I've still got this action left, so if I wanted to, I could deploy this. And that could go up there, or it could go here, but I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do I want to do that? Sure. What did I just take? I just went here. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to use this. So I'm wasting that, but I am going to deploy this here. That's it. Nothing's completed. Quick turn. Ish.
I'm going to use my tree as one of these.
Yeah.
Like that.
You're going to spend both of these energies.
And I can burn this, can't I?
You can.
In
You
there.
can just swap it in. Any energy that was in it is lost.
It's lost, yeah. And
We get to...
Oh, we do, don't we?
and that's the end of my go.
You've just done that action. You're not going to do another action.
No.
Okay. Paul is correct that the paired artifacts no longer do anything. Yep, they are placed near the monument to show that their owners cannot place additional artifacts. Right. That's why you don't remove them from the game, because we have an artifact.
So another player couldn't come in and then do the same, putting.
You only have
You can put an artifact on a space,
But I can't get the effect. Of
you
doing
can't
it on
get
the
the
same.
super effect.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Chris have we've merged together.
Mm.
Right. So, how is this going to work best? I think moving 2 is going to work.
I need to get that out. That is worth a lot of points for me.
So I could finish that.
Yeah.
And then
That's it. I knew it was somewhere. I
let's-
think it's the bottom one. I think stage 4 on each of the monuments is to take a energy of your choice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to exhaust my magnet from here,
To
which
do
lets me do
any
of the actions. And I'm going to move 2 energies.
You're going to reposition 2 from
Repositions
here.
from there, yeah, because it's
Okay.
the only place I actually can do from. And I'm going to put this magnet there.
Finds it.
And
Shame.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it somewhere different. Would you mind if I
Actually,
change
change it. Yeah.
This is going to seem a bit daft. But I want to burn that one instead.
Okay. So that when you advance, you're going to get 4 pillar movements.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, let's reposition that one to
Oh,
there as well.
we've built the first bit of the boat.
There.
Hey.
Right.
Anything else happening on your turn?
I don't think so.
Right. Which of those would you like to build first?
Let's just go with this one and complete it. I don't think it's
So
going to make a
I get
difference
this
to me
energy,
which way around
and
we
I
do
get
it.
that bonus, and I can't do anything with that bonus. But I do get to activate this, which means I put this and one of my other things into a tile. Where's this? Where did this come from?
You took it from here, didn't you?
I took it from here, yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm gaining the energy.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to activate that, and I'm going to
Yeah.
move it somewhere else. Yeah, I just want to check the wording on my ability. It is when one of your wild energy is activated, load it and any one energy from your exhausted pool into empty slots of one of your active tiles. Okay, I can't split them. That's fine. So I'm going to put that there and that. I just need to look at the level 2 boat. Yeah, okay, good. Look at that.
So try and steal one.
Right. So that was me gaining the energy, and the bonus that I revealed, I can't get the bonus. But oh yeah, I'm not activating it. I'm gaining it. So I'm cheating.
Oh, that's actually quite
Yeah,
good for
I'm
me.
thinking that I've got your ability.
This
Undo
is what I
that. I've
thought
gained
it
the
was.
energy.
Okay.
Right. And then I get to activate this, which
Yeah.
is a compass, which so we could just finish it off and get it done.
Mhm.
Let's do it. Nobody else is in there. We'll do it.
Okay.
Right. And then you get to gain an energy or an advanced action.
I might as well just take this one.
Okay. And you get a recharge bonus.
Let's charge another artifact.
Another artifact. Okay. And then you get to bind that into there. That is now complete. Little side goes down.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the big bit's the roof.
Trying to work it out
There you go.
from earlier, which around it went.
Okay, so that's 2 monuments completed.
Again, that scoring card was quite good now, actually.
Yeah.
Unless you come and decide to. Well, if you
Deconstruct it.
deconstruct that, I guess
I
that's
think
there,
it's there,
doesn't it?
yeah.
So it's all right then.
Okay. Now we've got this, and we've got this.
Yeah.
Both of these are going to trigger.
Well, that's not going to do anything for me, so.
No, but there is a compass in it.
Oh yeah, that's good. But I've not got. I can't move anything. But
No.
yeah, let's do the monument first.
Okay.
Why not?
So I'm not going to take the energy, so I get a conduit token. Right. Well, I'm going to take that one,
Surprise.
and I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to take the energy back, and it's a rose, and I am going to use that rose to. I'm going to generate 2 pillar movements. Pete, would you like a conduit token or a compass and a magnet energy?
I'll have a conduit, please. I'll have a boot.
Okay. Boop. There you go. And then it's a magnet. So if you want to activate the magnet, it goes into your board. And then Chris, compass and magnet
Well, I
energy.
can't get a compass, so I'm going to have to go with the
You could-
conduit 'cause that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
You bind that into
Boot as
the.
well.
We start building the boat.
Okay.
And then we do this.
Yeah.
So I get 4 movement. So I go 1 and stop.
It's
And I'm going to place a double a token.
This is going to be huge for scoring at the end.
Well, is there a limit on these? I need to check. Is there? I think it's a 12-point limit. It doesn't say so on here, but I think
I
there is
think
a.
you said that earlier.
I think there's a
Could be wrong.
12-point limit on each of the achievements. No.
Chris is saying that if you're planning to do a double move next and a double advance next time, you want to move the pillars to the right one.
Is he helping me again?
Yeah.
It's cheating.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's the same thing as last time. I was planning on doing the double advance. Okay. So, yeah, there isn't a limit on this.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
putting it there because that actually benefits for this, and it also benefits for that. Because I've counted it. I've got 2 pillars of civilization.
I've changed my mind about all.
I know maths, and I know maths again.
That I can in time.
Right, and then I have to activate both of these. Yes, I have no choice. So the compass. How many compasses have we got on the board?
Both.
Yeah.
One.
No, I've got a compass there and a compass there.
I see what you mean.
So straight away, it's worth more than if I put it there. So I'll go there. That's one. And this one is my special one. So I can load this special one and one of these into... there. Okay. Done. Finished. You're all done. Yep. So I'm doing a double advance.
Yep.
I think I did that right. So double advance, I get 2 pillar movements, which is this. So that goes to the top, but because I'm not moving, I can't place it.
Yeah.
I believe that's right. Although Chris did say earlier on that you were able to place it straight away. So let me just double check that.
Pete had moved on that turn.
He had moved on that
Yeah,
turn, whereas I haven't moved on the turn at all. So conduit tokens, moving up the pillar track. Pages 25 and 26. Here we go. Monument and pillar track. So yeah, 2 steps. If the corresponding track on your board is empty, if the corresponding track is either, then move it to the top. Right. At any time when you are moving your character.
Apparently, movement on the pillar track counts the type of movement which allows you to bind
Right,
it to
yes.
the track.
Or when moving on the monument, or when moving up the pillar track.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not just movement on the board, it's movement on the tracks.
Thanks.
So
Chris.
I can, if I want to, bind this now to here. Because I am in that region.
Yep.
So I'm going to bind that to there. There you go. Done. And that's another magnet that I've got on the board. So I've got 6 magnets on the board.
Wow, you almost have a free kitchen now.
Yeah. I just need to make sure that I have a magnet left to occupy one of these spaces. Otherwise, it's not going to work. That's it.
Okay, well, I'm going to do a single.
That's it. I did a double advance, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I actually should populate these with tiles.
Single advance. And now that single advance gives me movement,
3 movement and
5 movement.
5 movement and 4 pillar movements.
Yeah. So now here's
one-
a question: can I
Yeah.
go 1, 2, 3, 4?
You can. Well, 1, 2, deploy that one, and then 3, 4, start another one. Because it says, perform these 2 steps in any order and as many times as you wish.
Okay.
And it's if the corresponding track has a token in it, move it up. If the corresponding track doesn't have a token, spend an energy upright from your exhausted tool to put it in. So I
So
think
I
you
can
can.
put that there.
You're in that region, yes. And you have a bridge in that region. So yeah, that's fine. So that was 2 movement. That was 2 pillar movement.
And
You've got 2 more pillar movement.
3, 4.
Yep.
So
And
now
then,
I
you,
can
and then you've got 5 movement points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you can activate that bridge, which is to get a conduit token.
I'll have a. I think I'll have another boot actually.
And then you activate that bridge, which is 2 monument track movement or 2 pillar track movement.
1, 2.
Yeah, and then you
Means
can
I can now
deploy
place
that.
I can't put it there, can I?
No.
You can't put it there.
I can put it here. No, I can't put it there.
You don't have a bridge here. So you have a bridge here, but this is full. You're not here and you don't have a bridge here. This is full. I don't think you can. No.
So I would need my guy to be over here. To
Yeah, or a bridge.
or a bridge. I've got no bridges, so it's going to have to be him moving over
Yeah.
here to get me into there. That's
Yeah.
a bit of a nuisance.
But you could spend 2, move it to the top. Oh no, sorry, you're 5 movement, aren't you?
I can do monument movement instead.
Oh, it's the bridge. That's it. It's yeah. That what I'm saying is you can move it to the top,
Yeah.
and then at some point in future, when you get 4 movement or whatever, you can just move there and then deploy it.
Okay.
Or you can go with the monument.
So I've done that.
And you did that.
It's not turning out
So,
to be
no,
quite
that-
as good as I was hoping.
That should still be there, and you put a new one in there. Okay. And that was from you advancing, wasn't it?
It was.
So, Chris.
Right, I'm going to have to do
Because I'm in a different, moved into a different area.
You can shuffle your tiles around.
Shuffle
Yeah.
my stuff.
I'm going to have to do an advance because it's kind of the only thing I can do. And it's going to be a single one, so we'll move that, move those. So I'm going to get 2 movement because of that.
Okay.
I think I might as well just put that in there. Although, no, I should put that in there because it'll get me better stuff to do. So let's do 1 to there, which will get me
you
that.
And Pete, you can't. You've not got. You're not in here, so you can't have anything in here.
Let's
I can
replace
put it.
that one. Okay. So, and then I get to move another one, don't I? So we'll go there.
All done.
Yeah, and I'll just fill my stuff up.
Don't forget, you've got your thing.
Yeah, I'm going to
If-
put
if-
this
if-
into here so that I get to do my. Well, it can
You've
be
got
any
this
of
if
those
you
actually.
wanted to.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, but I've got no bottom row
No.
unless I kind of seems
You would lose
pointless
all of your bottom row
populating them
actions.
to.
There is a time and place for doing it.
Yeah.
And we did it in the last game.
I'm going to put that in there, and do I want to flip that or do I want to move? That's move swap. That's for putting that into here for that effect.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows. Right, and you can go Paul
Okay.
and populating the rest
I'm
of
going
the
to
stuff
use that action to flip that over and deploy the magnet to here because I have 2 of those icons, so that's going in there. Right, worry over. Then we're going to use that. Oh no, I should use this. Yeah, so we're going to use this to choose this action to deploy these 2. And that's going on there, and that's going on there. Then I'm going to activate this one, and I'm going to reposition 2 things. Reposition that to there, but I'm going to choose to bind the magnet for reasons. And the second one is going to be...
It's all up there.
What have we got available? There's a rose over there. Rose. Okay, and then I've got this, which I'm not going to use, and that's it. So at the end of my turn, I'm going to build the boat all my own. So no point getting the energy because I'm all out. So I'll get a conduit token, and I'm going to take this, and it's going to go there. Am I going to do a single advance or a double advance next time? Single.
Ask Chris.
That's great. He'll tell me what to do. Chris does come with a copy of every game, a little mini Chris that pops out and says, if you're going to do a double advance, and yeah, so I get to activate this, which is going to be 2 up on the... Oh, I don't know now. Tell you what, let's have 2 actual movement points, and let's land on this bridge, and let's build my level 2 bridge, because we've not been doing that much. And where can I put it? Oh, yeah. Well, let's put it here. Okay, and then the compass is gonna go here. think. Or is it going to go over here? So what was this one? This was 3 in a single region. I've got that. I'll tell you what I could have done. I could put a magnet in there and a magnet in there. Oh, wow. I just realised. Too late. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to put that there. Because that's going to count for that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. And then this gets bound to there, and this goes on there. Okay, and that's that. And that's my turn done.
Okay, I'm going to do a single action.
Oh, single advance.
Advance.
So what have you lined up? Lined up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement points on the board. Each player may only bind 1 of each type to the 5 achievements. Oh, I missed that. Okay, so I can't bind that to there. Makes sense.
It's obviously being super duper strong.
It does, yeah, because otherwise you'd just go, oh, magnet, 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 magnet,
Yeah.
and every one would be worth 10 points.
So I've got
Thank you, Chris.
Well, I've got 4 monument points.
4 pillar points.
Pillar points.
So 1, 2. It stays at the top.
I
Because
can,
you
I
can't
can do those.
actually-
I can do those later because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
You've got
movements.
7 movement. Get yourself over here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The bridge.
Sorry, where was I?
You're on that bridge.
1, 2,
So
3,
you've got a bridge.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And that
And
bridge.
that counts as being in here.
It
does
does, yeah. So now you can deploy.
So now I could go 1,
1,
2,
2.
3, 4. Well,
Well,
1,
you
2.
deploy that
I
one.
put that one there.
You
then
got
I
another
can-
one.
Mind you, I'm not going to be able to put that one anywhere else.
No, you can't. No.
So I might as well not bother.
Yeah.
I'll just waste that.
And then because you landed on a level 3 bridge, you can activate any of the bridges.
Any of the bridges.
So you could activate that bridge, move that up to there.
I'm still not clear. What does that allow me to do?
It's 2 on the monument track.
Yeah, and I can get to the top of the monument
Yep.
track. Means that I do what?
So exactly the same as what you did with that. You put it on a pillar, you put it on a monument. It has to be a monument in a region where you are in or you have a bridge.
Okay, so I'll do that then. And then I'll place it
And you have a bridge here, so you are in here.
so I can put that. Well, I could put it here.
Well, it's a magnet.
The magnet, so it's got to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And
And then you've landed here. So at the end of your turn, you get to take something from your pool and fill one of your things completely.
okay. That's
That's
interesting.
really good for a level 1 bridge.
Okay. Well, let's just do a bit of that.
And anything else happening at the end of your turn? Nope. And that was an advanced turn, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Trouble is, I think I've fallen behind too far. Same as last time. I think I've got so obsessed with getting this working that I've kind of missed out on an awful lot of points that you guys are getting. But it'll be interesting to see how it adds up.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Do I just do
Or you want the energy in the temple track to ensure the last movement to get to the top? Yeah. I'm thinking of that. I do want to get to the top of there, but I have another plan for that.
Whether I get to
Whether it's going to work or not, I don't know.
Right.
You get to rearrange all of your stuff, don't you?
Let's see how this works out. So I'm going to take this one out of here to do 2 rearranges, and I'm just going to take these 2 out of here and plonk them in there.
All right.
Because let's just see. Okay, so that's that one, and then I could take that and move a magnet. Oh, just take that out. So actually, I'm going to do that. I'll take that out.
Yeah, I should have put it over there.
I'll put the magnet in there. Cool. Oh,
So this is
actually,
complete.
Yeah.
So Pete, would you like one of your wild energies, which you can't have, or would you like a conduit token?
Which you can just about have.
You can just about have to fill up your slots.
why not? I'll have the Yeah, I'll have a boot.
Boots.
Give me another boot.
All the boots.
And then you can activate the magnet. You can
Put it-
put it into one of your
Yeah,
slots.
doesn't matter really. I'll put it in.
And then Chris, would you like
I can have my
a
wild.
wild energy?
so I'm
So
gonna
you get a
take the same.
conjuring token,
I might as well take this one.
and then it's a compass. Where do you want to put the compass?
I'm going to put it in the
Yeah.
temple track.
So Erasmus is right. I really should have moved that to there. Now I would have got to move. That gets bound to there.
Yep.
This goes on here.
Cool.
And then
Then we'll
this
do
happens.
won't
So
we?
you get 4 movement.
Okay. Do I get another? I kind of want to get up here to double another one of those to synergy with this. But am I going to get to do it
It's
again?
1, 2, 3.
No,
4.
I mean, that's why I was trying to work out whether. Well, there's no point going into there, I don't think. So just go there.
Yeah. And then you have to activate both of those. One of them's a compass, one of them's a magnet.
There's no compasses at one. Oh, there is. But that's just going to speed the end of the game. So I've got 3 in one of those, don't I?
You do have
Because I've got
3 bound
here.
energy in one region. So this achievement is open to you. And if you put a magnet in it, it would be worth 6 points.
Quite that then.
Yeah.
And you can go. I can't go on the board. It's just going to have to go there.
I'm going to do an advance, a single advance. And I'm going to get 2 pillar movements. Pop. And I'm going to populate that. Like so. And that's it. Very simple, quick turn. Nothing fancy. Pete. Chris cannot place the magnet into
I
that
know I
achievement.
can't. You're right. No, it's a magnet
Because-
because it's not a move. I'll do the same though with the compass. I've got 2. I can move the compass there.
Oh, were these the tiles from here? Oh, these
are
the
tiles
from
from there. You're
Thank
right.
you, yes. The magnet goes to your board. The compass
But
goes.
actually, that can go there because then that'll let me do something else I want to do next turn. So
Okay. I'm done.
Okay, well, I use.
It's all loaded up. Look at this.
use
So that can do anything.
to put that there.
Which you do have 4 boot symbols.
Yep.
Yep. And that's going to get you points at the end of the game for each of your roses on the board.
Okay. And then I'll. Coming to an end, and I feel as I just haven't done anywhere near enough stuff. But anyway, stop. Get on with it. I'm going to do that
Do any action.
to place these 2, I think.
Yep. Where do you want to put them? So who was the start player? So you were the start player.
Yeah.
So as soon as these monuments are built, we finish that round and that's it. Okay. It is imminent, isn't it?
yeah,
So I can put that one in there.
You have 2 of those symbols. You do? Yep. That's fine.
I've got 3 of those.
3 in the same region. You don't.
Have I got
That's 3
in-
different energy types on the board. I don't think you do. You got roses and compasses.
yeah.
That's all you've got.
Haven't got 2 mountains.
No.
Monuments. Okay, so instead I will put this.
So you could put it in here for a point, or you could put it here, assuming that this happens. You'll get a bit of movement, and you'll cross the next threshold and get
Some more points.
some more
Let's do
points.
that. Yeah, I think that's my go.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna fairly simply just take this out of here to get 2 movements, and I'm gonna move 1, 2.
You're going to deploy another artifact.
Deploy another
Yay!
artifact.
Right. Oh gosh.
And I'm going to do Glimpses of Destiny. So I can bind one of my exhausted pool to institutions, which is this one. So we'll do that. And There's no point gaining energy at this point, so we might as well just go up 1 on there.
I'm going to have another doubler token on another magnet, which Chris will now tell me that I'm not allowed to do. But if I'm allowed to, I'm having another doubler token on that one there. And then these two go into here. So you got 2 different bonuses.
I did, yeah.
Played a card and got 2 different bonuses.
So I got a bump on that, and
Yeah.
I played my pillar to here.
Right, okay.
And that's me done.
Okay, so the question is, can I trigger the end of the game? And I'm pretty sure I can't. I'd need to place 2 roses and a compass. And I don't think I can. But I absolutely need to be in here in order to get to the top to get the boatload of points.
Chris is
There's
confident.
no restriction on the number of doubler tokens you can place. Excellent. Double magnet, double magnet, double magnet. That's
Wow.
That's
yeah. Combo-tastic.
I have 8 magnets, 9 magnets on the board.
Wow.
So that's 18 points. I've impressed myself.
It's that way around, 'cause of the-
You're going that way, aren't you? Rushing into the tree.
Yeah.
So,
Breathe fire.
what can I do?
Pete.
I can do it. So, I'm going to activate that to reposition these 2 to here. And then I'm going to activate that to deploy this one to here. I mean,
I forgot to tell when you
don't really need it.
as well, isn't there?
no, I'll just put it here. Okay, and then at the end of my turn, this happens. So Pete, you got 3 movement points.
Yeah, I'll just head this way. 1, 2. Do I skip over?
You do, yeah.
3.
And then you may activate the magnet.
By putting it on my board
Yeah.
somewhere. Or I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
There are still 2 left on here. Oh, yeah, so I couldn't have ended it. Yeah. Good spot.
No, I'll leave it there because it
I
will.
keep forgetting about that monument over there as well.
Okay, and then I get 4 movement points. So we go 1, 2. Huzzah! I've reached the end.
Wow, look at all those points.
Right, but I now have to. Oh yeah, I go through the barrier as well. But now I activate both of these.
Yeah.
And one's going to go on there, and one's going to go in there. Okay, right. So probably the last round of the game, maybe.
Well, there's 2 bits.
Yeah, there is
to
2
that,
bits.
though,
But
so-
I'm thinking.
Yeah, there could be a lot of moving around, I guess.
And remember, we've got these tiles. So
Yes,
I
that's
literally
true,
could
actually, yeah.
speed up the end of the game just by doing an advance and saying, right, that's it.
So could
Constructing.
I, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do
I
this.
think it's
You're
more
doing an
than
advance. So you lose those 2 energy.
They're both roses as well.
So you've got 4 pillar
Wait.
movements.
What am I doing?
What is he
What am I doing? What am I doing? I had a rose there and a rose there, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I could
Yeah, you
place
probably want to
that
deploy.
rose. I could place that rose on the board and get more points
Yeah.
for it because of this.
Yeah.
Well, you get 2 more roses, to be fair.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Because you can put a rose there. Oh, no, you've
It
only
would
got
just
1
be
rose.
one,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
but still, it's another. It's more points because you're binding another energy to a monument, and
Yeah.
and if you bind it to this one and complete this, you're going to get to unlock one of those, which is going to get even more points.
Yeah, so let's do that. So I'll use this to do that.
Yep.
And just place that, and I'll place it here.
Yep.
Or I could place it there, but it doesn't matter.
Either or completes the section.
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't allow you to take the energy that you need. That does. So I think that's the one you want. Do you want to do that last action?
Sorry, which last action?
That.
Oh yes, I could.
Yeah,
actually, I could do all
you've got
these,
you've got
couldn't
all sorts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I? Well, I could do this one. take 2 movement and go 1.
No,
Two.
you do count spaces occupied by
Oh,
other people.
1,
I believe.
2,
Yeah.
and then place this,
Mhm.
which allows me to play a card, which allows me to place a double token or move that 1 on there. So that's 4 points.
Yeah, you can share a space with other people. Yeah.
So I think I'll use. I can either put a
Actually,
double.
Use the one that let me do double token, but
So if you were to double this,
Yes.
it would count for an extra rose for this. It
Yes.
would also count for an extra pillar.
Yes, that's got to be good, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's double that. And what am I doing? I've just placed that, so I've placed that. So I've moved. So I've moved using that. Right. Then that's no good.
Well, you could deploy that, which would allow you to move up here
How do
if you want.
No,
How
it's
do I
not
deploy
the
that?
right one.
No, it's the wrong one. I can deploy from
Oh,
there,
sorry. Well, you
Oh,
can
no, I
deploy
can,
that by,
yeah.
by doing
yeah,
that. Yeah.
well, yeah.
By doing that, yes.
Oh no, you can't.
No, it's still
You
not
can't
one of the right
deploy
ones
from
to
this
deploy.
position.
No.
Yeah,
No.
but you could
So-
do anything else
okay.
basically.
So that's it. Well, 1 to
Not,
4.
'cause then there's nothing on the top, so it would just be able
You
to
could have
move
another
or
2
move
movement
stuff
points.
around, basically.
Or move something around.
Yeah.
Which if I got anything I can move. Oh, that.
You can move that if you wanted to move that.
I can move it onto an achievement.
You can't because you've already got a compass on an achievement.
Ah, so I can't. And there isn't anything else I can move it onto.
You
that's
could
gonna-
move it here.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Interestingly, so you could move it here,
Yeah.
and then when you've done this, you can move it back to there because it's a compass. Compasses will travel.
Okay.
So end of your turn.
Yes.
We do this. You got 4 movement points.
Only doublers.
No, let's see.
Well, I can get across to here, which is worth a lot more points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if there's
1,
any other
2,
moves,
3. I could get on there, but no. 4.
4,
No.
and then you must activate both of these.
Oh no, there's a double.
yeah,
You can go in
so
there.
if there's a move, yeah, but that was your 4th move was to
Oh,
there.
I
though,
can't quite
wasn't
make it.
Yeah,
Can't quite make it.
So you must activate both of those. One of which is a magnet, and the other one was a compass. So
Right, let somebody else finish that, doesn't it?
you put the compass back from whence it came. Oh, you got this as well. This is being finished in a minute.
yeah,
Oh yes. And this can go.
anywhere in your. Is that right?
It's the magnet. It goes anywhere in here.
It's
your
got to go on
console,
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
doesn't it?
Doesn't matter because I'm not going to get to use it.
And then this is finished.
Yes.
So I get whatever. Oh no, it does actually matter. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it there. And then this is a compass. I don't need to go down here. So I go here. And then you get an energy of your choice. Or a conduit token. You can't have a conduit token, so you get an energy of your choice. Which gets you a recharge.
Which can't get me.
Can't be movement. Could
Can't.
be your token.
I can't really use it to do anything that's going to get me any points. Can
It
I?
could be to prime an artifact.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use that. But
And then this gets bound. And that boat is complete.
right.
Think.
Okay. I think that's the end of my go.
And then you place your gained energy into any one of your things. So the last section of that monument is Magnet and Rose, just so you know.
Right, I'm gonna have to do a advancement because
Your
there's
advancement.
nothing else that
Okay.
I can do. I'm just going to do a single one to move those to there, which will get me 3 monument movements. Not that it's going to make any difference now, but
Where am I? Where's my
do it
piece?
anyway.
It's up there. What's it doing up there? Oh, I've got a plan. You'll like this.
1, 2, 3. Just fill my stuff up. So
Are you done?
yeah, so
Okay.
that gets me to do that. I might as
So-
well just do that just in case.
I'm doing a single. No, I'll do a double.
How many of these in?
I'll do a double advance. But stuff's going to happen. These are coming in. Already got 3 things. That's fine. Do that.
I should have done double really, because then I'd have had something there. Oh well.
Okay. So. Oof. Right. I've done my advance, but now I'm triggering 2 pillar movements, which is this. So 1, 2, and I can now place this here because I have a bridge in this region, and that is in this region.
Yeah.
So that happened because of that. And is that it? I thought something else was going to happen. Nope. It's just that. But that's fine. We're all good.
So we haven't finished.
We haven't finished,
Double.
but we probably will this turn, this round. Oh no, I know what I was going to do. I'm going to use this.
Oh.
But if I do use this, it does mean that I lose these 2.
Yeah.
Which means next turn I won't be able to do any actions.
Yeah.
So what it will do is it will build this, and because I've already got 3 energy in here, I'm not really losing anything by doing it. The problem is it means I will effectively miss my next turn. But I'm going to do it.
I've got absolutely 0.
I'm going to do it for reasons. So I lose all of my bottom energy, but this gets constructed. So both of us get the bonuses as normal, but nobody binds the energy into it. So you can have one of your wild energies, or you can place a bridge. You can't do any of those, and then it's a compass. So you get to place that wherever. Okay. I get any energy I want.
No, so you'd be better putting it down there, wouldn't you?
So I get a wild energy, which I don't have, or a bridge. Ah! This is my end of game scoring bridge, isn't it? Oh wow, that's amazing. I hadn't been planning for this. That's a stroke of luck. So I put that there. And then this gets built, but nobody gets the bonus. And then this is a rose. So I'm going to use this for... Is it on the wrong side?
Honestly, Paul.
2 movement points.
I thought you were a stickler for the rules as well.
I can't see. I think that's what I'm going to do with the rose. I don't need to do that, and I don't need to do that. So, right, that was it. I advanced and I used my special ability to construct that. So, there is 1 piece of 1 monument left.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to... Well, I will. If I advance, I can just say it's done. So, I can guarantee you this will be the last round.
Okay.
Because if you guys don't build it, I'm gonna finish it.
Okay. My go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do this, I think. We'll start by doing this. That. To
Deploy
place
that.
That. Here.
Over here, yeah.
And then can't do that. Could I move anything?
You can reposition from a bound area if you really want to. I believe. No, you can't. No, when you run out of energy, you can take it from a bound area. But reposition is only from monuments, the pool. You can't reposition from achievements, but you can reposition to achievements.
Oh.
I can't really see that there's any point in doing any of that. So I might as well just leave that where it is. I can't do that. Oh, this could be any 1 to 4. So I could move something. Yeah. There isn't really anything that gets me any points I can move.
If you had 3 movement points, you could move into here and build your 3rd artifact.
That's true. But I haven't, so I can't. That only gets me 2 movement points. Can't see any way of getting it unless I advance.
Yeah, but if you advance, you're not doing that.
But I'm not doing that, which is going to get me an awful lot more points.
Yeah. So
no, that's it.
okay, so you get 4 movement points. You're going to go to the top.
Doubling isn't going to get as many onto as doing that.
Yeah.
You go there.
You can have 22. You can have 23 points if you want instead of 21.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
because it's in order.
Oh, it doesn't
of who
fill up.
gets
Oh, right.
there.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
And then you must activate both of those.
There's no point doing that because I'm
No,
not going to get.
magnet goes into here.
Oh yes, of course. Magnet goes into it. Doesn't matter, does it?
And a
It
rose
doesn't matter.
is 2 movements.
Compass.
Sorry, compass. Yeah. Or no, you've already got a compass there.
Well, I can't put it on there because that's
Can't put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
I don't think I can do anything that's useful.
Is this a description of your entire life?
Yeah, it is.
Or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the game.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I could just finish the thing, but then that's all Paul's going to do anyway.
That's all I'm
so-
going to do, and I don't get anything for doing it.
No, neither do I. So
Well, you need to unlock more of these. If you can unlock more of these, but I don't know how you can.
no, there's not, because then
The
I
bottom
can't
ones
even
is only
take any
one.
of these off because they're the wrong place. I can't reposition anything because I don't have anything on monuments. So that's not much
Can you
use.
deploy 2 to here just to move up this a bit more?
No, because I haven't got anything in there to take out of these, and I don't have anything in there to use for that
Oh.
one. So, yeah, I might as well. Well, I've got nothing here, and there's no point moving anything, so there's not really any point in
Wow,
doing an advance
you're in a
turn, really.
tricky-
But I don't have to fill it up, I suppose, if I move, and yeah,
Yeah, tricky situation.
let's just do an advance.
And do you want to complete it?
Yeah,
You might as well.
Might as
so
well.
nobody gets any bonuses. Nobody binds any energy. You lose all of your bottom energy by doing
Yeah.
that. But since that has triggered the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on my turn, what can I've got no energy here, so I can't take any actions.
Kind of.
So I have to take an advance turn, and doing so will get me nothing. So we're done.
Okay.
We are done.
Right.
Okay. Let's tot up the point.
10 of Destiny.
Here we go. So, first of all, points for removed pairs. So I've removed all of my pairs, which I think is worth 15 points, but it's actually worth 25 points.
What?
I know.
Whoa, that's a difference.
It is. I figured losing 3 points to gain 10
Yeah.
points was worth it.
So I
Definitely.
get 10.
Pete, you get 10,
I get 6.
and Mr. Dragon gets 6. Right, next. Energy bound to monument. So we go through each monument in turn. So in this monument, I have 3.
None now.
None. I have 3 energy bound to that monument, which is 12.
12.
Nobody else has any.
Yep.
In this monument, I have 3 energy,
12
which
again.
is 12. Green's got 1, which is 3. This monument, I've got 1, which is 3. Chris has got 3, which would be 12.
But it's actually
It's
16.
actually 16.
Ooh.
And then this one, 7.
Each.
No, which is actually 8. So you get 8 for that. I get 3, and Pete gets 3. Right, so that's points for monuments.
Okay.
Next, pillars. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 pillars of civilization. So I get 30 points. Chris,
I've got 2, I think. 1 there and 1 there.
so that's 9 points. And Pete,
1,
2,
2,
3, 4.
4. Is that all?
4?
It's not very much. Better than that. But I had
22.
22.
I mean, we can add them up because we're playing with the variant. There are 8 available.
1,
Oh, well, we got the doublers as well.
1
yeah.
2, 3, 4.
4. Yeah.
And that is it, isn't it?
Okay. Level 3 bridges. So my level 3 bridge says if I've got 3 different types of energy bound to one region which is adjacent to this bridge, I get 10 points.
Very good.
3 different types of energy bound to the region adjacent to the bridge. 10.
I get 0.
0 for Mr. Treeman. What about the dragon?
2 times, what's that one? 2
Uh,
per.
It's 2 points for
Maybe.
each different type of bound energy. I think in the regions, because there isn't a one region. But I'm
No.
not going to check. You are the dragon. If you have bound energy, 2 points for each of your bound energy of a different type in the 2 adjacent regions, maximum of 8.
So that one is in here, isn't it? So
That is in that
and
region.
that one's in there.
Yeah, so you've
that'll
got a
be-
rose and a compass.
Yeah.
So 4.
4.
Right. Achievements. So I've got 2 points per compass on the board. That's 1, 2, 3. So 6 points for compasses. I've got 2 points per magnet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18 points.
Wow.
Yeah. Chris, 2 points per compass.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
8 points. And Pete, that one's 5. And this one is 2 points per rose.
1,
2,
2, 3, 4.
5, 6. It's you. It's 12 points.
Yeah.
And then 1 point for each thing left in here. I get 3. Hit 1. Right. And then this is the old score pad from the base game. The new score pad, I believe, has that on it. So I get
25.
25.
I think I've managed to get beaten even worse
23?
this afternoon.
Okay.
I've got 9 as well. Just
9,
it's
sorry.
it's not gonna make a difference, but I do have 9.
Shall we add up your scores first? So 6, 22, 30, 39, 43, 51, 60.
I got
Right,
your score
equaled
from
the
earlier.
winning score.
Equal the winning score this afternoon.
Yeah.
Pete, 10, 16, 38, 50, 55, 56, 66, 76, 79. So 25 is 50. Plus 30, so that's 80. So 110, 120, 138, 144, 147.
Chris is saying you've got 2 VPs each for the blockade tokens as well.
Oh yeah, thank you. I gained an extra 6.
And folklore track.
0. Thank you. So I got 153. You've got 3 points for the track and 2 points for a blocking token. So you need an extra 5.
I've got an extra 7. Not that it's going to make any difference.
You got an extra 7
From
from
here.
that. Okay. So 67, 84, 153.
Well done, Paul.
Wow.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt I played really well.
I played
I
terribly.
think you did.
For some reason, I'll be honest with everybody. We played a game this afternoon, and none of us really had a clue of what we were doing. We were kind of blundering around in the game, learning the game, and I don't think any of us played well. And I was a little concerned that we'd only had one practice game,
Yeah.
and then that we were going to do this with an expansion. And an hour before we started, I was thinking, I don't think it's going to go well. And then we started playing, and I don't know what it was, but everything just went.
It started to come
Yeah.
together.
It's
didn't
not,
it?
and I right from the start, and I don't know if it was because you two started a monument, and I went, oh, I saw an opportunity to finish it. But then the next opportunity, I couldn't finish it because I didn't have the right stuff.
Yeah.
So I did an advance ready, and then you two did an advance, and I'm like, well, I think I now can finish it. So right early on, I was able to get tokens on the board in here. Now, what's interesting about the flow of this game is you have to be very careful with this game because your energy is a limited supply. And it even says this in the introduction. You've got to manage your energy properly because every time you bind an energy onto the board, it's gone. That's it. You've lost it. And if you bind too much energy onto the board too early on, you will find that you just don't have the energy. So what I was doing at the start is I didn't build my bridges. I was concentrating. I just got the energy.
Yeah.
I just went, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to get this energy as quick as I can so that I've got enough to play with, and then I can start spreading it out.
Yeah.
But where it all came together was where I went, well, I knew there was a card in there for that. I didn't realise that it was 25 points instead of 15.
Yeah.
But I had to lose that to do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, well, that's good. I've guaranteed a load of points. I really wanted to do this because this is a new part of the game and I wanted to explore it. So I deliberately kept leaving one in here in order to move up there. I also wanted to try out the doubler tokens because I didn't really know what they did.
Yeah.
And suddenly, when you realise, oh, wait a minute, you can get...
you outscored us on every single aspect of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying very hard to improve on what I did last time, and I think I did.
You did?
Improve quite a lot, because last time I put all my trees on the board, and because they were on the board, I couldn't be... I had my special ability, which is if they're here, so they can't be on the board and here.
Yeah.
But by keeping them down here, it meant I had so much more flexibility, and I was able to do that thing with the advance, with all of the extra conduit tokens. Because once you get that, your guy is flying around the board, and you're doing all of this stuff over and over again.
Every time you land on a level 3 bridge, you get to activate any of the bridges.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing much of that.
But I wasn't finding that to be... Towards the end of the game, from about halfway through onwards, I mean, in the midsection, that was really good.
Yeah.
But from about halfway onwards, suddenly, that just kind of takes a dive in terms of its performance. It just isn't doing it. Whereas the other things that you've been doing to set up the end game scoring were working so much better.
Yeah.
So I think I would probably not use that strategy
A
again.
classic, a good example of how this game went for me, I accidentally built my third bridge, which I wasn't planning to do whatsoever.
Yeah.
But then I did it, and it turns out that I didn't even look what it was, and it's have 3 different types of energy in one region. Oh look, so it's just everything fell in place for me. I'm off to the casino now.
But
I never managed again. I did better than I did earlier, but never managed to set myself up with the right energy or the right slots at the right time to have one of those kind of, or just a couple of, I suppose, super turns where you just get to do loads.
So a question for you, and because this is a sponsored video, I don't want to go into our opinions on the game, but my question to you is, if you were to play this again right now, do you know what you'd do, or is it still a bit... Are you not sure how I did what I did, or do you see?
No, I see how
you
I
see.
Yeah.
Because I don't quite know how I did what I did.
I think I see better. I think maybe
the clue is in the introduction to the game. It says it's about building monuments.
Mm-hmm.
I think a big part of the game is building the monuments, and I got 3 in here. I got 3 in here, and so I had 8. I had 8 tokens bound to monuments.
Yeah, and I got 2.
Did you only have 2? You got 2. Chris got 5.
Yeah.
You still got 3 there and 2 there. So your points for monuments.
I wanted to try and get a doubler to double one of these.
24.
That would have made a big, another 3.
Yeah, mine was only a bit more.
Yeah.
I only got a bit more points. Yeah.
I think I didn't get the tactics. Like, one thing I definitely do is what you two did more to get higher up on here, is I kept putting stuff in to get and then move the tiles by having 2 in, whereas sometimes just having 1 and doing the incremental movements would actually have worked better for that track, for the pilgrimage track.
This is still a prototype. Everything you see from the expansion is still a prototype. Chris might change a couple of rules between now and when the game comes out. So if you are watching this in 6 months' time or whatever it is when the game actually comes out, then there may be some tweaks. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that he uses this new variant for the an extra couple of spaces for the pillars. I think that works. This filled up quicker than I expected because everybody who's in here gets to build a shrine.
Yeah.
We were halfway through the game and all of the shrines were built. Now, I don't think placing the shrine on the board is a big thing. And I think other games would probably have just put the shrines out at random at the start of the game. So it's nice that players get a choice of where to put them.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's quite nice, these little magnetic pieces that slot on and they work really well.
Yeah.
So they're not fiddly like some games with 3D pieces because the magnets are in just the right position. But once you've got it in the right place, it clips in and then it's there.
I deliberately put that one there. I don't know if you noticed because I wanted
because you weren't interested in it.
No, because I wanted the gainer conduit tile to be as far away from everybody else.
Oh,
as
from
possible,
everybody else.
because
Oh,
I
right.
knew that I had this one.
Because well, anybody could use that.
Yeah,
But
but everybody wasn't using it.
No,
and I
that's
was
right.
just going to go round and round.
I didn't pick up enough special like those tiles to kind of make it worth it.
I got a
used the
few.
movement one to get
Yeah.
my artifacts and see how that kind
Yeah,
of
I think these conduit
works.
tiles possibly got me one pillar, maybe. Yeah, probably only got one pillar, maybe two. Whereas the conduit tiles were a big part of your strategy, which allowed you every time you advanced to gain like 5 movement points. And
I don't think there was much wrong with that strategy, except that I just did not deliver enough monuments.
yeah,
I was putting pieces into lots of monuments, but I wasn't completing any.
yeah,
That's the thing I suppose of getting the binded energy is doing it, like putting it in at the right time. Then you think you can either
So here's the
finish
thing:
it or
3-player game, 3 slots.
Yeah.
Player 1 goes on slot 1, player 2 goes on slot 2. You're opening the door for player 3 to finish it. So if we played again, and you were the start player, if you went on 1, maybe you go on a different one.
yeah, that's what I should have. But I
Because
was just concentrating.
But then what does player 3 do?
powers
Because they
would
go on a
be.
different one. At some point,
Yeah,
somebody is going to have to leave one space available. But it's not one space, because this is a really clever way of doing 2 at once. You reposition and you go bang, and you can actually do it. So even leaving 2 spaces is
I think you also need to be aware of where your opponent's boards are, because you've got to know, are they going to be able to finish?
yes.
Have they got the right energy in the right places to be able to place?
yeah,
The other thing that I will mention, and again, kind of blurring the lines a little bit on review, is when we played the game this afternoon, and you probably saw this from the playthrough, each type of energy, when you activate it, does something. The magnets go onto your board, the roses get you movement points, and the compasses can basically move wherever, and then everybody's special one does something special, apart from Chris's. When we played this afternoon, when we had the options of, put an energy in here or put an energy there, we kind of were choosing at random because we didn't really know. Tonight, I think we were all spending a little bit more time thinking, right, which type of energy do I want to put in? And that's important for the bonuses when you activate it. But also, it's important what energy you bind in there because of this. These bonuses that you can get from the achievements, if you bind the same type of energy repeatedly, they can be worth a lot of points. We're done. I'd like to see if 153, but I don't think you can compare. I think it's 153 with the expansion or both expansions. I don't think you're going to score anywhere near that with the base game. Chris, if you can send me a message later and let me know what is a good winning score for the base game, and then let me know what a good winning score is with both expansions.
you take that out for a start, and you've
That's
lost
25
25 minus, because you crossed over quite a lot of the thresholds as well, didn't you? So that's like another 6. So you're
and
like
then
30
the
off,
scoring card.
There.
And one thing with the expansion is I was a little worried when you start adding extra stuff in that it distracts you from the other stuff. In other words, you're thinning the game out. But I didn't feel that with this. I still felt like I was doing as much here as I would normally. The one bit I do, my favourite bit of this whole expansion is the fact that your recharge, you now have 3 options. Whereas before, it was just, you flip your token over. Now, you can prime an artifact, or you can move up, or something like that. I like the fact that you've got lots of different things to do with it. So, anyway, we're all done. So we've done this video today because the Kickstarter is going live on Tuesday. So if you're watching this on or before the 4th of February, Kickstarter goes live on the 4th of February. You can get the base game and the expansion, or if you've got the base game, you can get just the expansion. It is a modular expansion. There's the 2 new characters that you can just use. I believe you can use them for the base game. Yeah, I think you can without anything. There's the folklore expansion, which was the artifacts, the cards, moving up the track. And then there's the pilgrimage expansion, which is the extra board. So yeah, it is modular. You can use whichever bits you want. And yeah, we're doing these videos hopefully help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game you like, or if you get in the game, we've shown you how it plays, so you can watch us playing it and check that you're doing things. One of the things that was useful tonight, I think, is the bits of the game where Chris said, "Oh, you can't do that."
Yeah.
I find those playthroughs good
Yeah.
because it highlights the issues that you're likely to have in your game.
Yeah.
So be careful when people are claiming the achievements. Make sure you check that they can do the achievements. And if you're going to put one of your tokens in and you're about to do a double advance, make sure you put it 2 spaces away from the icon and not once.
Yeah.
Top tips. And yeah, a big thank you again to Chris for supporting the show by sponsoring this playthrough and for being here today during the chat. And thank you to you two for joining me this afternoon and this evening. And I'm back tomorrow. I'm back tomorrow with a playthrough, and then I've got another video live, but I'm off to a convention this weekend. So please don't come around and steal my games while I'm gone. The mice will get you. Right. Cheers, everybody. Good night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.